Hold on, something ain't right. Something happened. Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm not sure what's going on. Something is going on with StreamYard. It took me a long time to get on, or my Wi-Fi is weak. So I rebooted it to see if it's my Wi-Fi. Hey, just Andrea, baby girl, I humbly apologize. Let me get that over here. I will upload your stuff. I hope you enjoyed your vacation. Hey, Lena, pretty eyes. Now listen, Queen Diva is on the road traveling. Need me, hey, sugar wugger. Queen Diva is on the road. Just read my book. How you doing? Traveling, but she is going to be in here in and out today, I believe. Now listen. Oh God, it's been so much going on, and I've been so busy. So I haven't been on here because this just not something I just don't run on here every time something happens. But it's some good juicy stuff, and I got some tea to spill too. Hey, mixology, my baby. So I don't know. First of all, I want to thank everybody for joining me. Please make sure you hit that like. If you don't do anything else, hit that like, please. And thank you. If you can share it out if you're a content creator. I know it's just been some juicy stuff going on. And I just want to talk about a little bit of it. You know, I ain't gonna hit it too much, but I'm gonna hit it and quit it and go on about my business. We gonna talk about Miss Cruza. What's going on with Miss Cruza, Jay Wilson, Sean Bradley, and all of them? Now, listen, I have not been able to follow all these people. They've been going live so many times every day now for a week, and I'm cruised out. But I do want to tell you about Hot's Cruise, Huddle of the Sea, one of the best cruise, a large cruise. They go on Celebration, Carnival Celebration, and some other Carnival cruises, and it's always a blast. Steve and I always have a blast. So if you're looking for a group to party with theme nights, and you really want to get down, have a good time, look for the Super Bowl cruise. Melissa, I'm glad you're here, baby girl. You had tea yesterday. So look for the Super Bowl cruise. Is normally, I think we go like January the 30th through February the 4th, something like that. And it is definitely on Carnival, and it is banging. I tell you, it's called HOTS, Huddle of the Sea. You could go on Facebook and you could see their group, a large group, but it's a partying group, and we always there partying. I've never had a problem. Again, hey, really be my baby. Ooh, that was a juicy one. Okay, you doing a European one. That's what's up. That's what's up. So hey, Nene, I know. So let's talk about a couple of things because I got some stuff to say. One, I really don't care about what adults do. Adults are grown people. They do what they want. If they go on a cruise, if they go anywhere and they let their hair down, they are adults. They entitled to do that. There's no reason for me to follow anyone to try to keep up with their vacation. I just worry about Diva and my vacation and my crew, all the people who come with me, and I will be doing one. But again, it's nothing like this. Everything I do is really my private life. So I don't come on here and announce that I'm going on this big cruise. When you open the door to people, an open cruise, anybody could come. You can't stop people from coming. If they pay the money, they could come. However, is the purpose and the intent? What are their intents behind coming? Are they coming to meet their favorite content creator, to have a good time? Are they coming to spy on them, to take pictures? Are they coming to just hang out on their own? I don't know what people are intentions are. I just know my intentions. I have a really good time. That's just, but again, I would never come on here and have an open cruise or any type of vacation, because everybody is not my cup of tea and I'm not everyone's cup of tea, and I don't need them in my real life. This is just YouTube. But so now they got this thing going on that Miss Cruza and Jay Wilson, whether she told the truth, she don't lie. Now, I don't know her to lie. I don't know Cruza like that. I know she's been around ever since I've been around and probably before. And I don't know if you all knew that her and Jay Wilson knew each other in the 90s. So they had a long-standing relationship, non-relationship. It's like somebody, you might mix with them for a few, then y'all go on your way. And that's what happened with her. So I don't know if that's what you welcome, baby. No problem. Anytime. You got some hell of a content. I really like LaShonda and Rashonda. I really want to get into that too. But anywho, so they had some type of, relationship. So I don't know if that's why he felt like she had double crossed him for whatever. I didn't follow because I didn't give a damn. I thought they were adults going on a cruise, going on vacation together and having a good time. I don't really care. But I do want to talk about, because I know y'all interested to know, I was in Melissa's last night, right? And I was taking, my granddaughter was at dance, so I was watching my casino on my phone, waiting for her. And I also was dropping in and out Melissa's live. But Melissa, know I'm always in the clouds. A lot of times I'm just in the clouds. So I happened to be in the clouds. I left, and just as I came back, she said Mz.Teavalocity. And it seems like whenever when Melissa dropped my name, is strange because I just happened to be in the clouds looking at her. So I was looking at her and she was saying, yeah. So Angie Pooh, let's talk about Angie Pooh, what happened with Angie Pooh and Diva and I, and Mixology was also there. Mixology been a friend of mine ever since I hit these YouTube streets, and we're solid. I don't care who don't like her, who likes her. I don't care who don't like me, who likes me. Her and I relationship is solid. And I always say, if no one ever done anything to me, I'm not gonna just stop liking them. So let's get to the juiciness, and then I'm gonna tell y'all a troll. I'm gonna tell you some other shit. So anyway, I know trolls coming here, and I don't know if people could peep game, but when the trolls and who they are from before, because either they have commented under another troll name and they didn't change their IP address or their account, and you can see, or either how they talk. How they talk. So it's them trolling. So we have people in here sometime, and Diva and I often talk about being nice. We wonder, who are these people? I think they've been around for a long time. So back when I first came on the scene, Diva was hosting her 60th birthday party, and we met this lady named Angie Pooh. And I got to tell you the story so we can get where I'm going, right? So Diva and I was hanging out with Demetra, Monty, a snack, Proud Glamour, Lady T, Lily, and all of us had this one little group we used to go to, right? And we used to try to support each other. Lady T had game night over there. Dolly had game nights. We would go over to Dolly. So we was all kind of solid. However, we fell out because something happened with Reed. Reed was a part of it. Something happened with Reed and I, and so we fell out, and me and Reed got into this big thing, and we okay. But little to maybe you guys not aware of it, but someone started to drop my name over in Sean Bradley's live one day, saying that I paid $1,000 for somebody to get Reed address. Reed already know we stand. She know my address and I know hers. We don't have a problem, right? So we all fell out, and some people said they never liked me, and they start talking about what they thought about me. They didn't like me. They didn't like my sister, and we just went by our ways. After Reed and I had that big bang, we had a big bang, and we went about our separate ways, and that was it. We were very deep. We were really, and I thought I had met some good sisters, and some of them are. But you got to know, when you knew on the streets, Steve and I was new, and they had been here, and they had been rocking with Demetra and Reed and for a long time. So when I fell out with Reed, some of the people who rocked with Reed left and they went with Reed. And some people was making all kind of videos about me and, hey, Lorraine, baby girl. They was making videos about Diva and I. And this is how Angie Pooh came about. She was going to plan a birthday party with Queen Diva's 60th. She told Queen Diva she was an event planner. So Queen Diva was talking to Angie Pooh. We was talking to her on the phone, and all that. And she was planning this big party. Come to find out, she wasn't an event planner, and she had done some shit and backdoored us. And Diva and I caught on. So she went to telling people that Diva and I was scamming. She made the video. Her video with the most views on it is the video about Diva and I being scammed. And then you had, of course, content creators calling Diva and I scammers, and that we was trying to get, her to host this party for $1,000, some crazy shit. That's what Diva had just paid her at that particular time. But I never did feel good about it. But Diva is a different creature. She's different from me. She's very friendly and she trusts people, and I don't. So that's the difference. So they was planning this big party, and she was telling us everything she was gonna put in the bags. And the shit came from Temu when Temu wasn't around. So it was little cheap stuff. So it was a gift bag. We said okay. And so Diva paid her this amount of money. And so we saw where Angie Pooh was somewhere else talking shit about us and saying that we were trying to scam her. So it was this big thing, and Bree was kind enough, because it got to Bree somehow, because everything you do on here is content. So when they heard that we were scammers, Diva and I, Bree hosted something on her video trying to get our money back. First, she was trying to get the story, but again, we was content. She was making views. It was content, right? And Diva and I was on her platform. Make a long story short, because this shit got long. She was on the platform saying we were scammers and all the stuff she was putting in the bag and doing for us, and we only wanted to pay her $1,000. That was not true. Diva offered to give her $5,000. We only gave her 1,000 for her to make the bags, but that's not what was told. So her people, was making videos about us and talking about us, that we were scammers. That's where Dovey get that from. Like when Dovey said, I know you, bitch, you a scammer. That's probably where she got it from. So Angie Pooh and we all just went our separate ways. Well, let me tell you what happened. Angie Pooh didn't know that I knew her information. I knew all her information. And I'm going to tell you how slick I am with my shit. And when I mean I'm coming for you, I'm coming for you if you try to tarnish my name or defame my character. And that's what I thought she was doing to Queen Diva and I. So my uncle's been a cop on the force for like 40 years now, right? And so the only thing I did was show my uncle a picture, and my uncle got all her information, including where she live at now, the vehicle she drive, where she lived in Philly, and he got everything I needed. And it was all linked to her telephone number and one picture, right? So after we had our little fallout, she left me the fuck alone, and I left her alone and went on about my business. We went about our business. But she left YouTube. Supposedly she over there on an island. See, she lives on an island because her husband, and I don't want to dox the girl, say too much, but her husband travels and she traveled with her husband. I'm just going to say that. And she lives on an island. So it was just a shock to me when I was in Melissa's last night And she said this lady named Angie Pooh was asking her about, asking her a bunch of questions about the beef sector and people of the beef sector, and her and Just Empress, I think her name is, told her to study her history. But Melissa said, ho, 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 not so fast. I know you, Angie Pooh. You the one who was giving Queen Diva that birthday party, or did something with Queen Diva, and she let it go because she knew she was popped by then. So she must have gone on this cruise. Now, I don't know about this mole shit. I don't know anything about that, if she's Demetra Mole, because I don't entertain Demetra and Demetra don't entertain me. Point blank, period. She let me know she didn't like me from the start, for whatever reason. I thought I was this and that. And because I showed my house at one point and my cars and all that, it just went on and on and on. Just say you didn't like me. So her and I just said, we won't deal with each other. We never even made videos or nothing. I think she might have made a video. I did. And y'all know how I do. I let that shit go. I'm not gonna harp on it. I'm not going video for video. So we all just dispersed. Her people went with her, and I didn't have no people. Remember, we was new on the scene, and the people who really liked Mz.Teavalocity stayed with me. And that's just the fact. They all stayed with me, who liked me and still supported me. And some of them probably do silently support me. I had emails from Gaia, who, really talked to me. Gaia is a beautiful person. She supported me. Monty continued to support me. And I had an email from Proud Grandma, and Dolly, and we were good. I told them we were good, and we let it go. But there were still people there trying to break us up, and they knew they had managed to do that. And I was new on the street. So now they saying Angie Pooh is Demetra's mole. Now, I don't know about her being a mole because I don't care. My thing is, I don't know who she was on that trip with, who she booked through, or anything, because I don't care. If you spend your money to go on a cruise, that's your business. I don't care. But that's where it stands with Angie Pooh and I, And again, let me tell you something. She's around. Let me just break this down to y'all, which y'all might not know. I told you my uncle been a police officer for over 40 years. I have a uncle and his wife. One is a corporate attorney and the other is a criminal civil attorney, something like that, both of them, right? So I know people. I know people. So I know what I can do on here and I know what I can't. And I knew when I trademarked my name, I knew that I had legal recourses if anybody would try to defame me and stuff. And I saw how this game was going. So I just gathered up all what I needed. And like I said, it didn't take long for them to reveal to me where she lived, what she drove, and I could say some other stuff and her phone number and all. It was done so easily when I, approached them and say, hey, this is what's happening with me. And then my aunt said, this is what you need to do. Make sure you don't do this when you on there, and so and so. But we got you covered. We got you covered because some of the things was said about Diva and I, and because I had the trademark name Mz.Teavalocity, and it was my business and my brand, I was the one who was gonna come after her. But again, it's water under the bridge. Hey, baby, thank you. It's water under the bridge. I don't even care about her no more. I don't care what she does, but they say she's the mole. So that's how we know Angie Pooh, because she used to hang with us. Now, we have had a couple of trolls coming here, and I tell you guys all the time, I don't care what anyone tells you. I don't care if they have a VPN. I don't care what IP address they use, they can be found. You can find a troll. Trust and believe. You can find a troll account. I don't care whether they never put their picture on these YouTube streets. All you do but have to have the IP address that they use, and you can track down exactly who it is. I'm not into that doxing stuff, so I didn't care to come on here and tell all this girl's information. Yeah. So I didn't really care to do it. I just let it go. Me and Reed, hey, we good. Angie Pooh is over on the island doing her thing, and I guess she's over here doing their thing with the vacations. Like I said, if you had ill intent when you went on this vacation to take pictures, to get close to people, to come back and tell so people can have commentary, because to me, now this just to me, I'm a grown ass woman. I have so much in life that I could do other than to go on someone's vacation. So I thought it all was petty. I thought the move Sean Bradley made was petty to me. If he just went on the cruise, to be petty. Who the mole, whoever's the mole taking back pictures and stuff. To me, they petty, they stupid. Why waste your money to do some stupid shit like that? This is YouTube, y'all. It's not that serious. It's not that serious. But Melissa did say in her live that she believed that the mole was Angie Pooh. And then I heard someone say Cruza said 99. I think Reed said Cruza said 99.9%. She for certain that Angie Pooh was the mole. Now, I don't know how Angie Pooh was moving or what it was. I really could care less about that lady. I really could care less. I wouldn't give a damn if she never came on YouTube again. But again, when people do certain things or they say they leaving YouTube, y'all, they still here. They just under troll pages. I have popped some trolls that I would never say. I don't know how to make all those accounts and troll like that. But again, a lot of them use the same terminology. And when someone said in Sean Bradley's chat a couple of weeks ago, they dropped in there, I don't even know the troll's name, and said that I had $1,000 on Reed's head to find out where Reed was, and that diva, that Mz.Teavalocity have an old lady gang. I knew right away who it was. I knew because they forgot they mentioned that before. They forgot they have said that before. They forgot that I remember. They forgot that they used that term before. Everybody's not gonna use no term. Mz.Teavalocity, yeah, she got an old lady gang. What damn gang? But they forgot. So I know who you was, and I know where you was going because you knew Melissa. I mean, not Melissa. I'm sorry, baby. Because you knew Reed and I had beef before, and you know that Reed is on here all the time, and you don't know where Reed and I stand. You thought that you was going to start some shit between Reed and I because you know how you do. You know exactly what you do. I know what you do. I know who you are. It didn't work because Reed didn't bite. And of course, Mz.Teavalocity wasn't going to bite that bullshit. But I'm going to come out here and make a problem with somebody that I don't have a problem with. But Melissa did say, now Melissa's in this chat in the few, yeah, they called us an old lady gang. Old lady gang, oh my. Yeah, that's what they said. And so I knew who it was right away. I knew who it was because they forgot they had used that same terminology before. And they had been in my live and they heard me say something about $1,000. So what they tried to do is tie it all together. When I say, yeah, I just gave somebody $1,000, my family was kind of upset with me. They was like, why would you give that? And I said, I did it for peace of mind and for some other reasons. And so what they did was they mixed $1,000 in and told Reed that I said I had $1,000 on their head. And Sean Bradley was begging them, email me, baby, because I got the tea. We want the tea, but we got to have receipts. And the person never produced anything because it was bullshit. And I was glad that Reed didn't bite. See, I was glad she didn't bite. But Reed is doing her own thing with her own people. But we both happen to be in that live when they dropped that name, Angie Pooh. Now, Angie Pooh been around here on a lot of troll pages, you guys. She's good at what she do. I'm just going to tell you from experience. And she's been around here on a lot of troll pages. And she don't remember 3 years ago that she used her troll page to come in here, to come in my live one morning. But I knew it was her. And so you forgot, dear, to switch your IP address. You forgot that you had came in here as a troll before. So I knew exactly who you was. She is a master of disguise, absolutely. And she's back over here. And like I don't care who she supports. I really don't care, long as she don't mess with me, because again, it did not, and it does not. Unc, this is what's going on. My niece was calling her, threatening her. My family had got involved. I said, Diva, we just not gonna do this. We not gonna do this. You know, and Miss Sabrina was nice enough to give us $500 on Bree platform. She refunded Diva. It was a big mess that night, y'all. I don't know if y'all remember that shit. It was such a mess. I was working. Diva was woken up out of her sleep to come get the money. Rico woke up and told that this lady was trying to refund her money, and Angie Pooh was supposed to match the $500, and Fair Exchange, who's very tight with Angie Pooh, hey, how are you to say she refunded the money? Come to find out, you remember it, right, Monty? She refunded the money. Angie Pooh never gave me the money. She refunded me the money. But I do know now, this not doxing because Reed put it out there, you know. But I do know that she is 2115 Philly. I know that for a fact, and I knew her home address at Philly. I told you I was doing what I had to do to make sure me and Diva was good. I'm gonna always look out for Diva. So I had made sure I got my shit and my paperwork and my legal documents ready to fire if I had to fire at her. But it never went that far. But like I told you, it was a picture with a license plate on and a phone number, and I got all the information I needed to get. It didn't take much. I got all the information I needed to get if I wanted to fire back at her. I told you, I don't give a shit when people say I got a VPN. I don't care if people say I never showed my face. You made videos, and that's all is needed. Just the videos, and they will get you. But you know, Diva and I is not a scam, and people they found out that Diva and I wasn't a scam. We good people. But hey, Jazz, my baby, smooches to you. So Melissa Scott remembered that. And she said, hey, I remember you, Angie Pooh, 215. You was the one that pop. So don't come on here asking us questions like you don't know what the fuck's happening. You know well, you still around here. You just on troll pages. And while we speaking of troll pages, let me tell y'all, we got troll pages around here using, hey Taylor, what's going on, baby girl? We have someone, maybe several someones, and y'all listen to this. And I know it ain't hit the streets yet because ain't nobody talked about it, but Diva and I, no one talked. They were a scam, weren't they, Monty? You remember I showed my sister, and remember we talked about it, Monty. Those bags was freaking trash. Now, when Diva did have her 60th and we went to Las Vegas, that shit was done up in style. She dropped $5,000 on her own for her party, a personal chef. She rented an Airbnb with 7 rooms to it. She did it in style for her 60th birthday. That shit couldn't have never, ever got in no goodie bags of ours. It was a scam. But Diva is so sweet. She think sometimes everybody is good. When I tell her, and I kept telling her, Diva, I don't like it. I don't feel good about it. But if you trust it, baby, you go on. If you trust it, you go on. But sis, I don't feel good about it. Okay, Monty says a queen should. See, I'm not a queen then because I don't trust everybody. I felt something in my spirit that it wasn't right. And somebody who constantly, let me do it, let me do it, let me do it. I said, have you checked? Does she have any portfolios? Always check before you give somebody your money. Make sure they are real event planners. You know, whatever you hire them for, make sure they have a portfolio to show you. Look at their reviews, and none of that took place. And we were out to $1,000. But again, Bree had them on her platform, and someone refunded the money. So thank God they did that. That was a whole mess. Taylor was around. It was a whole mess. And people was making videos about me, making videos about Diva, talk about we scammers. We wanted something for $1,000. Who the fuck do we think we are? How stupid are we to want, this girl was putting all the shit in the bag? Let me tell you something. She wasn't putting much of anything in those bags. All that shit was from Etsy. You probably could have got Etsy 100 pieces for $5, $10. Wasn't nothing grand in that bag. The bags that Diva gave away at her birthday party, that the person who hosted her birthday party had some real shit in there. Nice stuff. So she wasn't giving us nothing, but again, it was Diva's birthday party. She tried to even turn my sister against me. But she don't know we solid. Can't nobody turn my sister against me. We are solid, solid, solid. But she tried to turn my sister against me, telling my sister that I didn't want her to be happy. Why do I always have to have something to say? Because I would interject. My sister would call me on a three-way and I would interject and say, "Oh, no, 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 that's not right, Diva," or something, something, something. So she tried to turn my sister against me. She would call my sister behind my back and tell my sister that I was trying to sabotage her 60th birthday. But my sister knew better, because can't no one come between Diva and I. No one. I'ma always be there. Yeah, was telling my sister all kinds of shit. Was telling her all kinds. And then my sister at one point was like, "Well, Tiva, she telling me that, you trying to destroy my party. And why do you always have to say something?" And let me tell you why I have to say something. Because good cop, bad cop. I'm the bad cop, Diva the good cop. Diva is much softer than I am. Now, she's a beast when she has to be, but I'm a beast all the time when I have to be. She'll cut you a little slack. I don't. And she was trying to turn my sister against me. She was trying to turn my sister against me. And my sister was feeling like, Diva, yeah, something ain't right with her. Something ain't right with her and someone else. And I kept saying, "Well, you keep talking to him, baby. They don't call me like they call you, because they know I'm not going to buy it." So Mama Tiva wanted her sister to get what she paid for. That's it. And that's all. Absolutely, Monty. You already knew. Me and Monty even talked about it. She had a bad relationship. So let's go there, Kenya. Let's go there. So I decided to do some research, because let me tell you something. If I'm going to come after you legally, I'm going to make sure my ducks are in a row. I'm going to make sure my shit is solid and I can prove my case. So I start researching a little about this young lady. And yes, she didn't have a relationship with her siblings nor her mother. And she, so she felt some kind of way. She felt some kind of way because they didn't support her like Diva supported me. See, let me tell you something. Diva is my ride or die. Oh, I look a mess. Diva is my ride and die. She's going to ride with me regardless, And so she was feeling some kind of way because my sister and my relationship was just that tough and she couldn't break through it. So you go back and you research, and I start finding out all kinds of shit about this lady. And when we all was discussing it, he was like, no wonder she was actually jealous. She was envious of Diva and my relationship. She, in so many words, told us because she didn't have that relationship. She wanted to be a YouTuber all her life. And if you want to, go ahead over there and go back to some of her video about 3 years. She'll tell you. And she didn't have anyone to support her. Her family didn't support her the way my sister and Monty and a lot of people in here start supporting me. So it drew out some jealousy and enviness. And it wasn't just from her. It was a couple of people I realized that was kind of jealous and envious of me hitting these YouTube streets, And I always say this, I am no different than anyone else to a certain degree. I just wrap my shit up right. I'm just not going to come down here and act a total fool because I want to be a part of someone. I'll just stand on my own, and I've been doing that for a long time, and I don't have a problem. I've been out here a long time by myself, not in anyone's camp, just by myself, and I do okay. I don't have a problem. But yeah, she was saying that she was jealous of. She lied on our moderators. Yeah, it was a goddamn mess, y'all. She was saying that she been wanting to be a YouTuber, you know, for so many years, and she didn't have anyone supporting her. Her siblings didn't support her. Her mother didn't support. She had a bad relationship, and everybody have their own relationship. I'm not saying anything that I wouldn't say to her face or we didn't discuss, but everybody don't have a loving relationship with their family members. I got family members that I don't fool with. It is what it is. You know, we all have family dynamics, or most of us do have family dynamics, and we deal with them the way we deal with them. So everybody is not always supportive. I don't listen. I know my kids support me 100%, but you don't see them on my YouTube. This is my own thing. You don't see my family on here, but Diva. And then I got some sisters, I won't tell you, who come in from time to time and support me. But besides that, this is my thing. I do what I want with it. But anywho, I'm going to drop this link. And Melissa, if you still here, baby girl, I want to. She didn't like none of us. Exactly. She didn't like none of us. And let me tell you something. This young lady right here, I'm not going to say too much, but this young lady on my screen, that's my solid. That's my ride or die as well. You know, and she stayed with me from the very beginning. And like I said, I have much love for Gaia Love because she's a sweetheart. She, you know, she didn't have a problem with me, and she would tell me, you know, like I said, I received some warm and fuzzy emails, and I appreciated the sisters, the queens that who wrote me and just wanted to rock with me, but they just stay to their own selves, right? Okay, let me because Melissa, if you still here, I want to hear a little bit from you. She said they said that she was asking so many questions. Now again, I don't know if she the mole, but Miss Cruza and Reed seems to think she the mole for Demetra. I don't know, because to be honest with you, like I said, Demetra and I parted ways, and that was it. So I don't watch her. Like I'm sure she don't watch me. She said she never liked me, and I went on about my business. Shit, you ain't got to tell me twice. Come on, baby. You don't have to tell me twice. If you say you don't like me, for whatever reason you don't like me, I get the hell on. Some people told me they don't fool with me. If I fool with other people, I got the hell on. They still wondering, well, what happened to me and Mz.Teavalocity? You said if I did so and so, or if I liked so and so, that you won't fool with me. So I went on about my business. I'm not gonna make videos about it. I'm not gonna jump up and down. I'm not gonna jump on your platform and beg you to accept me or to like me. I'm not about to do this court shit where you get on the video. We've done that before and try to explain ourselves to a group of peers who's just badgering and hitting you with questions. I don't do all that, baby. I'm just gonna be Mz.Teavalocity, and I come down here to make videos, and I go and mind my business. But yeah, sometimes people could be jealous of you. And I was listening to Cassandra Mack. I don't know who the Cassandra Mack thing, right, Diva? Remember the Cassandra Mack? I used to come on the morning and do positive motivational things when I first came on. Cassandra Mack was a lady I listened to. We even had my dear tell a lie and said someone else told her that I used Cassandra Mack commentary. I didn't. I told them I had listened to Cassandra Mack. I had gave Cassandra Mack the credit for it, and then I did my live because I used to do motivational lives in the morning, you know. But yeah. Melissa, you want to come up? So I don't know. Melissa, you did real well, baby. I shared that video out too. Hey, bougie auntie. But we don't know who behind these troll pages. But I don't know. Let me go back to this. So I was watching these videos and I'd be up in the bushes. And this person had been on two people platform, two or three. And this person is starting a lot of bullshit, y'all. But let me look, peep this, peep this, peep this. That's you, baby.
Okay. Let me.
Hey, hold on, mama. What's happening?
Ain't nothing. Girl, she talked too much. She got on my nerves.
Hold on, let me finish this. So I want y'all to listen to this. So I was listening to these videos, and this person had been on one platform, another, and then I saw them on another. But let me tell y'all, they are using a voice changer. Yes, their voice changer slipped. Now they portraying to be a woman, and y'all just go out and find the shit on your own. But I'm telling you, this is my tea. They are portraying to be a woman, but they are actually a man. They sound like a man. They sound familiar, but they using a voice changer and they are hopping on people platforms creating chaos. Now I done saw them more than once. I done saw them on several people panels, and their job is to create chaos. But what happened was their voice changer acted up, and you know they have voice changes where you could change your voice to what male, female. You got all kind of voices you could use, and their voice changer went out on them, Melissa. And so
Mm.
I call who they were because everybody trying to figure out where did they just come from. That's a clue for y'all. Where did this person come from to be asking all these questions? And they normally messy questions. They shoot messy questions to the content creator, and they are using a voice changer. Go ahead. Oh yeah, they use
Mm.
one. I could tell you one video just to go back. Nah, I ain't gonna do that. Y'all find out who it is. I think I know who it is because their voice came through the voice changer, and I listened to it 5 times, you guys, to make sure I saw that voice changer mess up and I caught the voice. And like I said, they hopping on people platforms. We wondering, well, where this person just come from? Because they've been here, they under a troll name and they using a voice changer. Go, Melissa, what's happening?
Ain't
Somebody
nothing
to
simple.
find out who was
Girl.
who.
Because she was sitting there talking. She said we was at the whirlpool, and she introduced herself, and I said, "Oh, okay." I knew off rip. I said, "Now I don't know if she the mole, but she sure was asking some questions." Okay.
What was she asking you, Melissa? I want to know. We want to know because we nosy.
She said, "Oh, can y'all give me a little history? Because I just don't want to go all through it. I just got it. I just want to find out what's going on." I said, "You better do your history like I did my motherfucking history." I said,
Mm-hmm.
because I don't know you, just like that. That's what I told. I said, but I knew who she was when she said Angie Pooh. I said, oh, motherfucker, goddamn.
Hold up, Melissa. I want to monetize this.
Oh, Lord, my bag. I'm sorry. But I
Go
knew
ahead.
who she was. But she just kept asking a lot of questions. If you're going to be over here in this beef sector, you have to do your research.
Mm-hmm. But
It's
what kind of
history.
questions would she be asking? Because she's been over here for years, just as long as I've been over here, and probably longer.
But put it like this, she would do a little bit bait. She would ask about Sean, and she would ask about Jay Wilson, and she would ask about this, that, and the third. But wasn't nobody paying her no attention. That's the whole thing. All the women's in the pool was like,
Well, was she taking pictures? Because they said I think she was taking pictures and recording stuff.
I don't know, man.
You
I
never.
don't know that part. That part I don't know, but I know who Angie Pooh is. Now I don't know if she was taking pictures. I didn't see
Mhm.
all
She
because
ain't
I
take
just
no
met her.
pictures with you.
No, not that I know of. If she did, not that I know of. No, because I was only in the. I had came back. That was a C day, and we had came back in. Um,
Mhm.
from that, from Nassau. That was afterwards from Nassau. I saw. I don't
Mhm.
know. No, she didn't take no pictures of me. I don't
What?
know. I don't know if
Had
she
you
was
seen her
snapping.
any other time, Melissa, around? Or that was
No,
the
not
only
really, because
time
I
she
I was doing
posted?
my own thing. Honestly,
Oh
no,
yeah. Oh
because
yeah.
everybody only time we met up, like we said, was for dinner or a group picture, and we was doing. Or everybody was off doing their own thing.
Hey, so okay, so you never saw her around after that. You just saw her that one time. She just walked up to y'all and
No,
just
she
said,
was. We
"Hey."
was all sitting in the pool. I came over. Just Empress was sitting there. A couple of more of the ladies, and I was on my way to the get me a burger from guys and sat down with them. And then we end up all just talking in the workroom. And they had drinks and stuff, but she was asking a whole lot of questions like she didn't know.
And so when you said, "Oh, you know, because I know who you are," what she say?
I
What?
never did let the fool know who I knew who she was.
Oh, you never told her you knew she was Angie Pooh 215 from I thought, Melissa, I could be mistaken. I thought you said, "Oh,
I
you
know
told
of
me."
her. I told
No.
Empress I know of her, but
Mhm.
and I told her to do her history.
So where did you know her from?
Girl, she threw herself off from over here with y'all. She threw herself off when she talking about, oh, for the next trip, because we was talking about it in the thing that what the next trip should be, the kids in the pool and stuff like that. She said, oh, y'all should let me plan it. That's what really zoned me in. That was
What?
actually her. Yeah. She said,
Uh-huh.
She's talking about she lives in St. Martin now.
I know where she lived. I know exactly where she lived. I know where
She
she
was
lived.
get that gave me she gave me the information that I needed to confirm that it was her.
Mm.
Checkmate. That's when I
Somebody
told
got
y'all yesterday. Checkmate.
checkmate. So you knew, yeah. So
That
see,
confirmed
here's
because
my
anybody could
thing
be named Angie Pooh, you know. But that's when I was first coming on the scenes too, remember?
I remember.
And that's why I said, let me start studying this stuff. Because I remember we had to call Jamela, remember?
I remember. I remember. That's
Okay, so
my
like I
thing.
said, and she confirmed it. What got me, she got on, yeah, and she said something about a personal chef. I said, here she go again.
And
She
she
just
asked.
kept, she was talking about what y'all should let me plan it. I said, well, you gonna have to talk to Vivian and Jay Wilson. You have to run that by them. We ain't got
Listen
nothing
to
to do
this,
with that.
Monty and Diva. She asked you to let her plan. Let y'all plan the event for you. So, Melissa, let me tell you. So, you said after that you never even saw her around again.
Because I was off doing my own thing. That's the
Mhm.
first time I seen her was in that pool. They put it like this that I recognize. I didn't know no names of the people, because some of them content create, some of them were subbies and with their husbands and stuff like that. But
Uh-huh.
she threw she said her name is Angie Poole. I said,
Mhm.
okay.
I'm not sure, and people could pay for their trips. They could go where they want to. I'm sure. Hey, Jill. Hey, Lorraine. Okay, I see it. And they have a question for you. You don't have to ask it if you think it's messy. I don't know anything about Stomp Down. Mz.Teavalocity, Melissa, did you see Stomp Down on the ship?
Um, I'm not answering
You don't
that.
have to answer that, baby. Okay. Listen, we good. We ain't if you don't want to
Hmm.
answer. Okay, so my thing is, hey Maitri. So my thing is you pay for this vacation. Now, this is where it seems a little skeptical and strange to me, and I'm sure they probably cuss my ass out. Why would you pay for a vacation if you haven't been mingling with these people to go
I
on
don't
a
know.
cruise? What
This
was
is,
your intentions? What was your purpose? That's the only question I have for her. Why did you go on this cruise if you're not really, now I never see her support none of these people unless she's under a troll page, and she has several troll pages. I
she
know
was
that.
asking too many questions for me that she should have already known. I'm 55 and I ain't get this
Mhm.
way for nothing. I'm from the street.
So
You asked too many questions and I didn't have to answer.
mhm,
I kept telling her, like I tell all the people, do your homework.
mhm.
I kept saying the same thing. Do your homework.
Oh, it's Mitri. I'm sorry. It says as Mitri. I'm sorry. It's all good. I want to hear this. So you saying that you kept telling her to do her homework? That's
Me and
some
just
weird shit.
Yeah, and me and just Empress kept telling her to do her homework. Is when Empress was in the live yesterday, you remember say it was kind of funny that she kept asking questions, and I kept kicking, doing Empress,
So
and I
after she, so after she was answering those questions, she just left. She's like, "Oh,
no,
okay,
I got out the pool and I got because by that time we had a meeting to go to.
oh, okay." So she was in the pool.
Yeah, she was in the pool. Now I didn't see her in the meeting that we were in, so I don't know how she paid for it. I don't know nothing about that, but I knew
I
who
don't.
she were when
Yeah.
she confirmed she was Angie. And then she started talking, and everything just started falling in place.
And you remember that shit? What happened with me and Queen Diva, right?
Yes, I did.
What? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I tell you, I'm gonna say this, and I think I said it already. I popped one of the troll pages. They don't know how I popped it, but I trust and believe she was coming in my chat in the mornings back a couple of years ago, and I popped the troll page. I told you, let me tell you something. Melissa ain't none of us saved. I'm gonna tell you,
No,
let me
no.
tell you something. I've been doxxed down here long time ago. Did I come out and
Mm,
say anything? Nope. I
mm-mm.
don't believe I ever mentioned it, but we've been doxxed
We
already.
all been docs. That's
We
what I
all been
said.
doxxed, yeah. So it doesn't
Shit.
matter.
It doesn't
You know?
matter. If they want you, they gonna get you, and all that depends on how you gonna handle it. But for thing that she, like I said, I don't know if she was the mole or whatnot, but she asking too many questions. And see, what she don't know, some people we come down here, we sit here and we listen and we remember.
Yeah. I'm good. So you remember when
Yes,
you was
ma'am.
like the light bulb went on. Like
Ding,
you
ding,
saying to
ding.
yourself, "Oh, you know what's going on. Don't try to play me."
Right. And I'm like, got on up with my little bikini, got my little
Not
towel,
the bikini. You had the
my
bikini on,
bikini.
girl. You had the bikini on.
I had a bikini on and kept going.
Did you have a good
Mm,
time?
yes, I did. I had a lovely time. So, like I said, I don't know what they talking about. I had a nice time and everybody on the ship. Now she was snapping pictures. I don't know.
Okay, you never saw no picture snapping. Well, do you belong? Look, me too, me too. That's nuts. That doxing stuff is crazy. I don't go for all that. Like I said, I really, you guys, I'm in my office. Hold on. Let me
No,
see.
no, I wasn't about to do all that because I paid too much money to be. I wasn't there for that purpose. I
I
did
have,
exactly what I wanted to do. I was relaxed, and if people wanted to sit up there and talk about the other kind, that's what I wasn't there for that.
yeah, you
Not at
wasn't there
all.
for that because you came there to enjoy yourself. I'm glad. I always wanted you to enjoy yourself. Now, I think people, okay. Okay, T Lounge, you have a different take on this. I think you have a different spin on it. For one, if somebody didn't want you, let me answer this right quick. T Lounge, you saying why would Angie Pooh come on acting like she didn't know nothing when we know her if she was the mole? That don't make sense. I didn't say she was a mole. You never heard me say she was the mole,
We
dear.
don't. All I know,
Please
she was
don't
on
spin
the thing. We
narratives,
don't
baby.
know. No, we didn't put nothing. I don't know if she was the mole or not. I
I
never
don't
said
know
that.
nothing about that shit. But my thing is, I think it's strange, that she went on a cruise and you don't see her around on these streets. I could
I
see
didn't put it like this. I never paid her no attention. So you know what I'm
it.
saying?
Okay.
I wasn't in the same decor as she was. Everybody was free to come on the cruise. You get paid your money, you go.
Exactly. And you invited everyone. So everyone had the right to go if they wanted to. Now, here's where I have a problem at. Now, I'm Andy Pooh. I'm not. Oh, okay. It was said though. I don't know, baby. You might be in here defending something that was said. I don't even care about the mole. That's not what I'm getting at. Here's my thing: is if you've been around the beef sector, because I've been here 4 years now, right? 4 or 5 years.
Right.
You know the beef sector. Why would you pretend? Now, this is a question for you, T Lounge. Why would you pretend like you didn't know Sean Bradley and Jay Wilson and other people if you
She said she didn't feel like cutting. She wanted some shortcuts. She wanted to get straight to it. That's what she said. That was her answer.
hold on, let me make sure this is the J Dunn person. I haven't seen JD in a while. JD, that's you? J Dunn, that's you?
Don't trust it.
Shit, they ain't getting up here. They ain't getting up here. But anywho, my thing is, you know the beef sector. You've been around here. You've been around here on troll pages. You know you still support certain people. Why would she even ask those questions, T? That's what I'm saying.
I don't know why she said it because, like I said, certain people do remember. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know y'all,
Oh,
but
that's
I
what
don't.
you saying. Oh, hold on. I think this T Lounge. T, that's you? Oh shit. That's you? T Lounge, that's you? T Lounge. She ain't answering.
StreamYard, I heard, was giving people some
Yeah,
trouble.
StreamYard is tripping. Hey baby, it took me a long time. Oh, I'm answering. That's you, T Lounge?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Now I can hear you. Go ahead.
Oh,
What was
they
your
don't let you hear people from the back anymore?
I guess
yeah, you
not.
should. Yeah, you should. I should have heard you. That's strange. I didn't hear you or Jay Dunn. But go ahead. Go ahead, baby.
Okay, no, I was saying the same thing because my thing is, I would think that just based on, I would think that the mole would be somebody that nobody knew, and if it was somebody that somebody knew, they're not gonna sit there and pretend like they're new to the sector when we all know them.
See, I never did know her. That's the whole thing.
But
But
T,
no, you knew of her is what I'm saying.
yeah, but
Yeah,
T,
but
she
I
didn't
didn't lead
come.
on to let her know that I knew,
Right.
sweetheart.
There you go. That's the difference. That's the difference. Hold
And
on.
that's the other thing. Like, do you think possibly, Melissa, that it was one of those situations? Because I'm one of those people.
JD, is that you?
Yeah, it's me.
Okay, sugar, I couldn't hear you.
Shut up, Jacob.
Yeah. Go
Girl.
ahead. Damn, I couldn't hear you, sugar. Hold on.
You know, StreamYard's been acting up and all these P bombing. We don't need no P bombing.
So here's my thing. So let me tell you what I would do if I was a mole, and I would never waste my goddamn money to be a mole for no one. I think that's the most stupidest thing. Somebody in the wait, hold on.
I put
Oh,
that in the back chat.
I
That
see it, baby.
that right there is a video from the mole. And that video shows the mole talking up front to Johnny Mac and asking Johnny Mac questions. So the mole was up in people's face. And that video is proof that the person was right there talking to Johnny Mac and it got uploaded on here. So I can't understand being a mole and going in front of people's faces, giving them a face to face interview and then posting it.
So do the mole sound familiar? Did the mole show her face or show her channel? What channel is the mole?
It's called Seymour Lane. It's the
Yeah.
mole channel. But that short is just her asking Johnny Mac questions. And so if I put that because if anybody can identify the person by face, it
Hold on.
gotta be Johnny Mac.
Can I play it?
Well, I mean, it come from that channel. So I mean,
I don't want
I
to
don't
play.
know. Are you and Demetra cool like that?
No, I'm
Yeah,
not.
I'm cool with it. So I'm dropping
No,
down.
I'm not.
But
Go
listen,
ahead.
I just wanted to say, I was trying to I'm trying to make sense of it because I don't know who the mole is. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm
Yeah, I
trying
don't
to,
know either. Shit.
you know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to make sense of it, and I'm like, okay. In my mind, I'm thinking it can't be anybody that drops down or has been up or post because that don't make no sense. You understand what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And if it is somebody that drops down or posts or whatever, I don't think that they'll be going around acting like they don't know nothing about the sector. I know that you could act like, I mean, not act like, I know that you may miss a couple of things in the sector. You know what I mean? Like I just heard something just a couple of minutes ago that I ain't never knew people said in the sector. So you be missing stuff. You know what I mean? So it's one thing not to know. You know what I'm saying? So was it really like a situation where she was saying she didn't know nothing about the sector, or was it a situation to
Girl,
where,
she would put it like this. She kept running her mouth, asking me too many damn questions, and I kept telling her to go do her damn homework. What the hell? I'm not
Okay,
about to
so
give you some stuff that I had to go work for. She better go. And she asked me too many questions.
let,
right?
let, me, let me say something, Lady T. I get where you going. Now let's make sure we separate this because I don't want no narrative spinning. And I'm not saying you doing this, and I don't want no listen.
Right.
I'm not saying this lady the mole, but what I'm saying is if I didn't know people, say for instance, she hasn't been around in like 4 years, like invisible sight, like me, you, Dunn, and Melissa. We here. Everybody knows if we go in their chat, right?
Right.
Right.
So it would be to me, I would pretend like I didn't know nothing. So you wouldn't catch on. See, that would be me. I would pretend like I didn't know anybody. I'm just asking questions. If I didn't want no one to link me with YouTube.
Well,
Right.
she
I get that, but it would have to be some, like the thing about it is if you already linked to YouTube, right? You can't play that game. You
Sure
understand what
you
I'm
can. Sure you can. If people see, a lot of people didn't know who Angie Pooh was.
no, and I
Remember.
didn't, and I did not let on at all because if you was over here, then you would know. So you keep your damn mouth shut. I'm from the hood,
Mhm.
and
So
that's
wait
how
a
I
minute.
play
So
it.
let me ask you this, Melissa. You're saying that the people you knew, but the people around you didn't know who she was.
I don't know if they did. I didn't ask.
Okay. Okay. All
You
right.
see what I'm saying? Because all I was there to enjoy myself. I got to worry about me. I'm self-preservation number one. If you don't do your homework, that's your business.
Right. But listen, I'm dropping down before this get too
Right.
messy. I'll see y'all
No,
later.
no,
It's
no.
not
You
No,
messy,
can
it's
Lady
not.
drop
It's
T.
down,
not
but it
messy
ain't
because I
gonna get
don't know who.
messy.
I don't. I actually do not know who
T-Bell,
the mole is.
the only reason why I asked Mz.Teavalocity if she was cool with Demetra is because I don't want her to play anything of Demetra's if they
No,
not cool.
Oh,
That's
I
all I'm
know.
saying.
I'm
No,
not.
I know, but I'm also listen. I'm from the hood too. I'm also piecing together that Miss T Velocity who knows something about the hood, and Miss Melissa Scott who knows something about the hood, and you Jay Dunn. I don't know if you're from the hood or not, but I know you got a brain on you. Was getting ready to have a whole motherfucking detective party, and I'm getting ready to get up off here.
Go ahead, my dear. Thank you for joining
Right.
because one thing I'm not, my growth is not going to be stunted over here. You
I
know, I
know,
said,
I
no,
know.
no, no. I just want you to know that I said from the start, I don't know if you was here, Demetra and I had my differences. She go her way and I go my way. I don't watch her and I don't think she watches me, and that's where we left it when we all dissolve our relationship to include you. Now you remember when we all had a relationship.
Yeah, I didn't even realize that y'all had dissolved.
Oh,
Letting that
absolutely.
go.
She made sure to tell me that she didn't like me. So I understand that. I'm not everyone's cup of tea.
That was
So I
rude.
just went on about my business. But am I gonna sit here and bash her? Am I gonna say,
Oh
No, I
Lord,
ain't got
you know
nothing to do
what?
with
I'm
that.
sorry. You know what? My history. I'm not gonna say I wasn't there for the history.
oh, you
My,
was there?
no. My history just came back to me. I remember that. In my mind, I had put that as read, but now I'm my
Okay.
memory is serving me.
Okay.
So
All
yeah,
right.
now I remember how things are with you and Demetrius.
I don't know if Angie Pooh was the mole. I don't know nothing, but I know
Right.
of Angie Pooh and met her on in the pool. That's
But
it. I don't know nothing about that.
my thing is, I don't think I would go on a trip. This just me. And y'all could correct me or you could say how you feel. I wouldn't go on a trip if I didn't mingle with the people, I didn't know the people. Like you went on a trip because you good with Jay Wilson. Jay Dunn went on a trip because she good with Jay Wilson. Just hypothetically, T, you went on a trip because you good with Jay Wilson. You had to go on a trip because you came to support somebody or see your content creator to have a good time, right? So to
Right.
me, it would be odd that she would be around asking questions. That's just me. Now, whether
That's
she's a
what I'm
mom, I don't
saying.
know.
That's what I
But that was
me and you are saying the same thing.
But listen,
We're
baby,
saying
that
the
would
same
throw
thing.
people off though. Think about it. See you from the streets, that would throw me off. If I walked up to somebody, you walked up to someone, and I'm asking Melissa Scott questions like, I don't know, hey, you know what happens around here? What happened over there across the street? I heard somebody got killed. Melissa, well, I don't know. Somebody got killed. To me, that will put that person in the spot like they don't know what's going on when you
She
clearly
asked
know what's
questions.
going
She
on.
said she wanted the short because she didn't have time to go through all the history and all of that. And we kept
Mhm.
telling her to do her history. So she can ask all the questions that
So
she want. She didn't get no answers from me.
Right.
it's just strange. Like I said, I hear where you coming from, and I think you're saying, and I gotta be sure that you're saying to make sure that I'm not saying the wrong thing. You're saying why would she do that? I
Like my
would do
thing
that.
is, it would make sense if it was a bush baby. Because you understand what I'm saying? A bush baby can pretend to be anybody. You understand what I'm saying?
Hmm.
In my
But she
mind,
is a bush baby
in
because
my mind, she's
she
not
don't
one of those.
drop down. Have you seen her drop down anyone's chat?
Not in a while, but she used to is what I'm trying to say. That's
Right.
like April Walker. Like I mean, people know April Walker, but you understand what I'm saying? That's like April Walker walking around acting like she don't know nothing. Like or like there's people I can name. I'm not gonna start naming names, and they're gonna start running with it. Like
But
maybe that's
April Walker was a big content creator that we all knew.
okay, right? So then let's say like somebody like Butterfly Pretty Stay Fly, right?
We all know Butterfly. She done jumped on Pizarro, some of the
Right,
biggest
but people know
platforms.
Angie too.
Huh?
I'm
No.
saying
Okay.
I'm
I
Maybe
think the biggest thing, T Lounge, is people don't know her face. The biggest thing about being a mole
I
is
ain't
that
know
people
nothing
don't
about her
recognize you.
face. I
saying
ain't recognize
No,
that
I
woman.
know. I know. That's what I'm saying. Butterfly done showed her face.
Right.
All these other people that T Lounge name and they don't show their faces, so it would be hard for them to be a mole. This Angie Pooh, yes, she might have been around back in the day, but if she never showed her face, she could show up anywhere and nobody would know who she is.
I
If she
remember the
haven't clicked
name.
links,
Melissa said she
I
was
know
one
I'm
of
talking
them.
about. I'm talking to T Lounge. And
Mhm.
I'm just basically saying that it's easier for a person to mold when you cannot put the voice to a person and you
Mhm.
cannot put the face to a person.
that's
Right.
my point
Yeah,
too.
that's what she's saying.
Is what I'm
Okay.
trying to say.
And
But
T,
some
when
of
I
us saw
first
her
came
face.
So
up here,
Monty
I
said
was
it. So
just coming on the
Monty said it.
scene, so I
Monty,
didn't know her.
Hold
I
people
didn't
on.
know
know
her.
her. That's
Hold
what I'm
on,
saying.
Miss
People
Melissa.
know
T
her
saying
face.
something. How some of us know her face. But T, she hasn't been okay. Okay. Diva said Mia, okay, but I'm just saying what you know, again, some people never saw her and knew her.
I never
So
did.
if I would have saw her, I would have known her. Okay, Diva, don't tell me how to run my show, baby. If you get tired, you know what to do.
I never seen her face. I just remember the story in the book S that started it. I remember that. I never knew her.
Well, I think it's stupid for someone to be a mole, and I don't think I would go amongst people that I don't really, entertain. I wouldn't pay my money to go on no cruise just to, entertain some mess, whatever it was. Again, I don't know if she the mole or she's not the mole. Her name was mentioned, and I was gonna come down here and talk about it, just like
Hmm.
everybody else does content.
Yeah,
I
she
just
she
happen
she
to
introduced
listen.
herself to everybody that was in the little whirlpool. I'm
Mhm.
Angie Pooh.
Okay, so but is she the mole? I don't know.
I
If I
No,
don't know neither.
none of us know that part,
right,
and and everything. And I was just saying it didn't make sense to me.
hmm and I
Having
see.
her face haven't had been seen, her voice haven't had been heard to
hmm
play the game that way. You understand what I'm saying? Like
hmm
I would think that she would have had a different strategy if she was the mole. I think that she was probably just on vacation.
Why would
That
she
could
choose
be.
that to go on
You know what I'm
vacation
saying?
on the cruise?
Just really on vacation and just among a sector that she's familiar with. I don't know if
Okay.
that don't make sense for a mole, if that makes.
Mhm.
I ain't asked nobody why they was on vacation because I ain't giving you know what.
So
That
why?
wasn't.
Here's my thing is, and this might be messy, but this just asking y'all question. Why would it even be necessary to be a mole? People are on vacation enjoying themselves. What purpose did the mole really serve? Jay Dunn, you could go first. What?
I believe that the mole is just there to be nosy. The mole is there to capture stuff so that you can have stuff to use against people later on.
Is
I
YouTube
know
that deep?
if I was well, it just depends on whatever people. If people have access to grind, it could be that deep. It
Mm,
wasn't that deep for me.
mm,
I have to be honest. If I were to have showed up, I would show up as myself simply to mess with Jay Wilson. I
mm,
just will follow him around with my voice that he can't stand. Um, that's what I would have done if I was
mm.
on the ship. You know?
T Lounge, do you think it was necessary to have moles? Is YouTube that deep?
I don't I don't know if it's necessary or not. Like me, what I would do and what somebody else's would do is two
Mm,
different things. And what Demetra did was just silly. It wasn't like she was out there putting out, the deepest and the latest and the greatest content. She's talking about flip flops and ashy feet. Like that's
mhm,
not nothing. You understand what I'm saying? I could see if she had came out with like a whole scandal or something like that, but she ain't putting nothing like that out on the street. And I don't think that was her intention to begin with. You know what
Wait
I'm
a
saying?
minute. Why you keep mentioning Demetra? Maybe I missed something because it seems like you keep mentioning Demetra, and we not really mentioning
I'm
Demetra. Cause
mentioning Demetra because wait a minute, and maybe you are
yeah,
missing
I'm
something. You
confused.
know that a lot of this stems from the fact that they're trying to say that this is her mole, right?
Oh, okay, okay. This is her mole. This is
This is
not
what they
just a mole.
this is what they're trying to say. This is what came out yesterday.
Okay,
So I thought I came into the chat late. I thought that's what you was talking about.
I was just
And
saying.
Well, but Mz.Teavalocity, that's why I shared the link. That link is from her mole. I
Oh, okay.
subscribed to that channel while everybody was still on the cruise because Demetra promoted that channel and said that that's where her mole was going to be uploading the content. So that link that I put back there
Uh huh.
is the mole's channel. And Demetra promoted that one and told us to subscribe to see any behind the scenes stuff. And that's how come I saw that interview with Johnny Mac.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
And
okay.
that was why everybody was still on the ship. I didn't subscribe to that yesterday. I've been subscribed to that since probably this past weekend when
she
everybody
made
was still on
her
the cruise.
So here's my.
She made her a moderator only for that night that she did the video quantity. She
Oh,
wasn't a moderator
oh, that
before.
damn hard. Oh, okay.
She wasn't a
I don't
moderator
know.
before.
Mm.
I don't know nothing about
So
But
all that shit.
right, I don't know none of that. I don't know nothing. All I know is that other people had moles on the boat. You understand what I'm saying?
Mhm.
People
I think
admitted that they
that's
had moles on the boat, and
I
people are
think
trying
that's
to
the
create
stupidest
content for
shit.
their channel.
I'm
And
not wasting no money to be nobody's mole, nobody's spy,
who's
nobody
to say that
nothing.
she? Who's to say that she? wasting. Who's to say that she just didn't go on the trip? Honestly, like,
Come on, you acting green. You
Well, I
acting
don't know
green.
nothing about all
She
that.
had
All I
okay.
know, she
So
introduced
listen.
herself as Angie Pooh. I don't know who the mole. I didn't care. I didn't give a two fuck nothing. It
Now
didn't bother
listen.
me. It
See,
didn't bother me.
see,
It didn't.
listen. You know we good, but I gotta see, sister. I don't know. This channel was she saying that channel was just created. Okay, so the mole created that channel. So T, you acting. I don't know if you in here, and I don't want you to take this wrong. Defending Demetra because nobody's coming after Demetra. But I hear what you saying. They saying the mole is over on Demetra's lane, right? Or whatever. So I hear where you coming from, and you guys just don't think it makes sense. You're also saying, and correct me if I'm wrong, that you think the mole is she just went on a vacation just to be going on a vacation and just happened to know Demetra and was sending her the stuff. That's what you're saying?
I'm saying that's a possibility.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't know. I don't know what Demetra.
Okay. I see what you're
I don't
saying.
know if the person paid specifically to go be Demetra's mole, or if Demetra's like, "Oh, you going? Oh, well, help me out." I don't know
Oh,
that. I
okay.
don't know how that. I don't know how that went down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't think that what Demetra did was malicious or evil or anything like that. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I don't like the fact that they're talking about doxing this girl, or that.
Doxing who? Doxing who? See, this the shit I don't like. They talking about doxing somebody?
Yes.
See, I
Oh
don't like
wow.
that shit.
I don't know
See,
nothing
this,
about
You
this
all
is
understand
that.
what I'm saying? Am I saying something that Jay Dunn, you heard this too?
No, I didn't. I only heard about the person being Angie Pooh, like yesterday and last night. But I haven't heard anything about doxing,
Mhm,
about the mole. But
So you wasn't
I can
thinking
only imagine that they probably trying to
right.
get back because
Mhm.
a lot of people feeling salty because the
Yeah.
mole gave all of this unflattering stuff of them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And to me, this is the bad thing about it. This is just my take on it. Now, I don't know. I always tell y'all I come from the streets. I may be different now, but I always revert back to the streets and street justice and different things and having street knowledge. To me, even though things didn't go awry and nobody got hurt, is a strong possibility of people that went there with ill intent and shit popped off, then what would have happened? We all would have been having different commentary. See, I'm not gonna pay no money to follow nobody around, do no stupid shit. Now they trying to dox the mole, right? So
well, listen, I'm not saying that they're trying to dox the
no,
mole. I don't
Kwani
like
is
the fact.
Miss Kwani, I think you're saying that. Hold on. Tom Bradley said he wouldn't care if the mole got doxed. So see, this is
But
you put yourself in a position by doing stupid shit like this to get doxxed. And like I said, y'all, I want y'all to notice, and I say it wholeheartedly, and there's a reason why I'm putting emphasis on it because I've experienced it. Not nothing I'm just making up or trying to scare people. I don't care if you have a VPN. I don't care. You could have what's that, NordGuard, anybody else. People could still get through that stuff. I've seen it happen. I've had it happen. So I know. And so when you start playing with fire, you damn sure get burned. So whoever the mole is, I don't care if they just have a picture, if they created that page, just created, you can definitely get doxxed. That's a fact. And JD, am I right or
yeah,
wrong?
you are right. And I just want to say this to T Lounge. So T Lounge.
Mm-hmm,
Now this woman doxed these people by involving herself in their real lives,
mm-hmm.
taking pictures of their real feet, breathing in their real face to ask them questions about bullshit in an attempt to gather information to use on this internet. And we supposed to be outraged because now the people want to know who the fuck this was that
Who
was
knowing
so
who?
bold
Wait a minute,
enough to come up in my face and do this to
people,
me.
wait a minute. People trying to identify who it is bound to happen. Going above and beyond to try to find out things about where this lady live and how she live and where she work and interrupting her personal life. I don't because
But
unless
you
they're
But
came on here
she went
talking about
above and
people.
beyond. She went above and beyond to show up to the cru- She went above and beyond to show up on that cruise ship
That's
to
the truth.
interfere with them people's personal
That's
life.
right. And bring back pictures and talk shit about them and have people talking stuff.
Right.
So
Anybody
yeah.
that spend that kind of money to go on a cruise, you going above and beyond. So if you bold enough to go above and beyond to show up in my personal space while I'm on my vacation, fuck you and your life. Cause I'm gonna go above and beyond to figure out who the fuck was so close to me that they could have clocked
it's
me
bound
upside
to
my head.
happen. It's
Hold up.
bound to happen. People try to figure out who it is.
Yeah. Yep,
That's
it's
bound
bound
to
to
happen.
happen. So you put yourself, see, this is where I think this is stupid being an adult with so much to lose and so much to gain
Right, Quan.
and to have a real life. You put yourself in this position just for some stupid ass content. That 9 times out of 10, if you're not a creator, you're not getting paid off the content. Somebody else is making money off you. So you're the foolish one. You're stupid for spending your money and coming back talking about people who's on vacation is all bad. So does she deserve to be doxxed? I ain't gonna never. I'm not gonna never ever say doxing is good, but that's the chance you take anytime you do shit like that because you got pissed off people now. Andrea was enjoying herself on
Wait,
vacation.
who's some Noir talking about?
Huh?
I'm trying to figure out
Fem,
who's some.
she
Who?
talking to me. Fem Noir talking to me, and Mz.Teavalocity if I could respond because she
Oh,
said, "Child, the biggest doctor is talking about doxing." You
oh.
damn right.
I'm gonna
And
get
if I
out of here
had
and
been
go to
on,
the
and
store,
if
y'all.
I
I'll
had
holler at
been
y'all
on the
Thank
later.
you,
boat,
Melissa.
All
huh?
right, get it,
All right.
Melissa.
All right,
All right.
Melissa. If I had been on the boat and the raggedy bitch had did that bullshit to me,
Here we go.
her information would have been floating out here before I got off the plane back in Atlanta.
Cause
That's
that
how quick I would have turned around on that dirty asshole. So you damn right. The biggest
hey,
doctor,
hey,
yep,
hey, hey,
Film
hey, hey,
Noir,
hey,
damn
hey.
show.
She trying wait. She trying to monetize herself. Jada.
JD, slow down. You know how we roll. But go ahead. You gotta write the response because you know what? I'm telling you, if I was into doxing, if I was into it, I don't promote it at all. I would have did the same thing. I would have went after
That
her.
would be one of the times. Okay, so
That's
wait a
it.
minute. Let's be clear. What do you consider doxing, Mz.Teavalocity?
Oh, I would go for all that information and put it out here. Since you came back and you would call yourself being a reporter or bringing in people information. I don't go for doxing. Y'all know that.
So
Like I
since
said,
about somebody came back and showed your feet and it wasn't greased properly, you gonna put where they live, who
but
their
I'm on
husband
my
is,
vacation. If my ass
in
not,
their job out here.
that's how they fight here though.
I
She
know
know.
you
Let me
said
tell
that's
you
how you
something.
fight. We talking about you, Mz.Teavalocity.
No,
That's
you
an
know.
eye for an eye, or is that an eye for your heart, or eye to
Oh,
the gut?
well, you know what? Let me tell you something. If I was that type of person, Lady T, I probably would dox them. Yeah. If I was that type of person, I have to be honest with you. I would do my get back. Yeah, I would do my get back. And if my get back, because you all
But
know,
this is
no,
the
no,
thing.
no,
Mindset.
hold on. You gonna let me
Uh-huh.
finish?
Okay, my bad.
If I was that type of person, and that was my get back, I'm going to get my get back. Since you came out here and you tried to disgrace people who accompanied me or was having a vacation, then I would get my get back. Yeah, I would. But that's not how I roll. You know that, right, T?
Right.
You just
I know that's not how you roll. That's not how either one of us roll. You understand what I'm saying? And yes,
Mhm.
I understand it because okay, me personally, I'm not for my content, that's not something I'm interested in. You understand what I'm saying? So
Right,
I
right,
get it. You understand what I'm
right,
saying?
right.
Now, the other thing is I get that people want to know
Yeah,
who it is.
right,
You understand what I'm saying? I get they
right,
want to know who it is.
right.
When it gets to personal information, then it gets a little sticky for me.
Hmm. But that's how
If
they
if
do it.
my feet can be floating out here, then your government name can float.
Wow. But see that okay, so here's where we go with this at. In fairness is in fair. I said what Mz.Teavalocity don't do. T, you said what you don't do. Jay Dunn said what she will do. I said what I will do if something happened to me if I got down like that, right? So you put yourself out
And the
here.
thing about it is, I will say, I haven't put myself like this is the thing, right? Just before this happened, even with me watching these
Look what Kwame
content that
said.
night, right?
Mm-hmm.
Even when we watching these content that night, right? It
Mm-hmm.
really, but you saw it, Jay Dunn. It really wasn't malicious. It was messy, but it
You,
wasn't malicious, right?
but hold on,
Now,
T,
wait,
because
hold on.
you keep trying to defend Demetra. This
I'm
ain't
not
about
defending. I'm
Demetra.
not defending
It's not
Demetri
about
at
Demetra,
all.
baby.
I'm just saying where I'm telling you what I saw as a subscriber. I'm
Okay.
telling you how I saw it as a viewer. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
I was getting ready
Okay.
to go where I get where you're going. You
That's
understand?
fair. Go
So
ahead.
watching it, it was just like it was messy. It was a kiki, whatever, whatever. Right now, if I were in that, what ended up happening was seeing it. We were talking about getting together a couple
Okay.
of times. You know what I'm saying? I'm reluctant now, even
Mm-hmm.
though I do want to meet these
Mm-hmm.
people.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to sit there and say that I'm not reluctant,
That's what Monty said up here. Mm-hmm.
you know.
Yeah. But my thing is, so here's to me, here's where we gonna do the intention thing. So let's go back and forth since you want to go. And I respect you and you respect me. The intentions were bad, baby. The intentions were bad. Even though Demetra didn't make them bad, she did it in fun. You know what I'm saying? The mole intentions were bad because your intentions was to bring back these items that a content creator could use to mock or to make commentary about me, and I'm just enjoying myself on a vacation, right?
Hmm.
So your intentions was bad. You out here playing in the fire, and 9 times out of 10, probably before this live is up or whatever, you burn. Was it worth it? Was it worth it? Whoever the mole is, was it worth it, baby? That's what I'm saying.
Now,
Go ahead.
I want. Did we see people who weren't seen in the content creators who admittedly said they would go in pics? Is what I would like to know. Or was it? Or
I
were these people being? Or were these people already being seen on the other content creators' channels? Is that
I don't know because I didn't watch the video.
because if
So
I'm going on a trip with YouTube, I'm
mhm.
expecting to be on YouTube.
I get that, and people were putting it on YouTube, but you're close up befriending somebody basically, and I'm not saying hey we chatting having drink, but you close up on somebody taking pictures to give to someone else to
It.
make content, baby. That's not right.
I
It's
didn't
just
say it
not
was
right.
right. I didn't say it was right.
So whatever you get, you
We
get.
doing a whole bunch. I'm not saying it's right, or I'm not saying it's right. I'm not even gonna
Okay.
say I'm not saying that it's wrong.
Okay.
I'm not saying that it's right.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I'm also saying all the things that we put in ourselves. We're being we're showing empathy, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm taking from an unflattering angle, you know what I mean? There's
Okay.
plenty of times I've been
Mm-hmm.
taken from unflattering angles and put on social media, and it's like, damn, home, they be your homegirl. You be like, now you could have found a better picture of me, but okay, fine, we
Right.
were all
Mm-hmm.
there together. You know what I mean? That
Mm-hmm.
happens. I've
Mm-hmm.
seen some of these same faces, and she used pictures from their thing, or whatever. Like I seen these pictures, I seen these people all different
Mm-hmm.
places. You understand what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? They was taking unflattering pictures of themselves. You understand what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I think that the problem is, or what everybody is, the real thing in everyone's craw is it was done underhanded on the low
Mm-hmm.
without knowing. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that's where the anger and the irritation and all of that comes from.
You think it's stemming from that? Yeah.
Yeah,
Tisa
it
made a good point though.
gotta be.
Tisa made a good point here, and this is what we have to realize. Tisa said people have blurred the lines of boundaries. Photos can be taken in public places. However, using them to humiliate people is where things went wrong for me. And that's all I'm saying. And you know that when commentary is done here, we already know the environment that we in is content, and people could deliver the commentary the way they want. But you also know that people try to humiliate people. It was done maliciously. That's all I'm saying. Her intentions or his intentions or whoever intention was to go on there and take pictures to bring back to YouTube because people keep saying, I got a mole, I got a mole, it's a mole, it's a mole. Like somebody is reporting to them so they can make content. Good, bad, or indifference is wrong. It's wrong. But that's just me.
And Mz.Teavalocity.
Yes, baby.
So I want to apologize because I had blacked out on that girl.
Oh, you
I
blacked
did.
out. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But let
Yeah,
me tell you something.
because
One thing when
mm-mm,
I say Jay done, that's enough. You stop. That's all. You respect what I say. So you good, baby. You good. I see Fem Neor in there. Fem, she drops down in my chat. So you just
mm-mm.
responded. That's okay. But you know, it's just when we gonna draw lines when it becomes the bitch code and the hoe code, and we just not gonna do that. But I see you got off a little bit. You good.
I'm
Yeah.
just pointing out what people are actually angry at, because we've been already looking at these same people on different channels. We've been already looking at unflattering pictures that people took of their damn selves. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
We've been already we're
Mm-hmm.
already down that road. What we're
Mm-hmm.
talking about is the fact that it was done in secrecy. That's a violation.
There you go.
I
There you
I
go.
and but this is the thing, right? I got recorded having a private conversation with somebody that got put out here. I never doxed them. I never put their
Mm-hmm.
information out there. As
Mm-hmm.
angry as I was with them,
Mm-hmm.
as pissed and as violent, and when
Mm-hmm.
you talk about a violation, I felt extremely violated.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I mean? Just as violated. I ain't never came out here and put their information out here. The person has
Hold,
lied on me and everything.
hold up, hold that. So you saying triple red? I'm sorry, I might be my T. I'm gonna let you go, baby girl. Hang on. You saying that the videos are down? The video with the Seymour or whoever that we see doing the interview, the video is down. What videos are down? Go ahead, T Lounge. I'm just seeing.
So
No, I have the answer. Oh, go ahead, T Lodge.
no,
But I have the answer to your question. So hold that question, Miss T.
Okay, I will. Go ahead,
go ahead.
baby
Well,
girl.
I was only going to reiterate what I was just saying. You know what I'm saying? So I understand the violation. I get being violated on here in ways that you don't
Yes.
want. You
Mm-hmm.
understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And some by somebody that, and mind you, it's coming somebody from somebody that uh I got more of a connection with than with somebody who I met on a vacation, where I know that I'm being filmed and I know that there's got to be moles. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I get that, but so far I'm a go. You know.
Mm-hmm. Well, see, this just go ahead, Jay Dunn. You had an answer to my question, and then I'll bring it round to something else. Y'all put tight. Go ahead.
Okay. So last night, Jay
Mm-hmm.
Wilson basically on the slick encouraged people to flag Demetra's channel for those videos.
Mm-hmm.
So Demetra took the videos off of her
Yeah.
personal channel
Mm-hmm.
and she stated that she would be re-uploading them on the Seymour Lane channel so
Okay.
that people could still see the videos, but she doesn't have to worry about Jay Wilson and them coming and targeting her main channel.
So let's go there. I'm glad you said that. Now, T Lounge, I'll go with you, and then Jay Dunn. Is all this shit worth getting your channel snatches? Have y'all noticed that people have missing channel, demonetized channel?
That's the
And
worst part of it, because
okay, hold on.
no, it's not worth.
T,
No,
you
it's
gonna
not
let
worth
me
getting your. Oh,
T.
sorry.
You gonna let me finish?
I
To
thought
me,
you.
it's not worth it. People have worked hard for their channels, but that's the repercussion of when you do shit like this, right? You open yourself up to have your channel struck and to start all over. You got people pictures up there. That is people personal what they call it help me out, JDRT. You
Yeah,
can't
the
have
personal image. It's
no
their
the
personal
property,
image.
what they call it, property. Oh shit, I
I
can't.
know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
Yes.
their properties. So they can strike your page. And people are taking down people's pages for stuff like that. So is it worth all this stupid stuff if you
I
come
don't know.
in?
Can they?
Yes, they
Unless
can.
but this is the thing.
Intellectual property.
Those pictures belong to her.
Nope, they intellectual property though. It's somebody's intellectual property. I think. Am I wrong, JD?
If the most
A
center, if the
picture
most,
a picture of somebody would not be intellectual property
Oh,
at
okay.
all. But it could be you could do a privacy complaint because that is an invasion of someone's privacy.
Okay, it's something you could use. YouTube guidelines say you definitely could use when you have
Yeah,
people
you can do
personal.
privacy complaints. When
Okay,
people have your picture without your permission, you can do a privacy complaint because that is a picture of you that you did not post on social media yourself. So therefore,
oh,
nobody should be posting it.
So, do you think that some of it has to do with who the content creator is?
oh, absolutely, absolutely.
Do you think that
I just I
somebody
don't
else
think
would
that
get
they just
away with it?
no, because the people are mad that they were made fun of. If
Right.
I would have did it and made fun of them,
You would have
they
been
would
in.
probably come after my channel.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
The
Okay.
people, those people that had
Yeah.
that was just there enjoying their vacation are mad
Mhm.
that they got made fun of. And Jay Wilson just said, if you feel like you are upset, then you should take whatever action that you can, is what he was saying along the line. And Demetra actually ended up clicking this link and dragging him about trying to send the people to flag her. But he sure did say that in front of
When
his
was this?
audience, and he probably had like 600 to 700 people over there
When was this?
last night.
Mm-hmm. Triple
Last
red.
night,
Mm-hmm. Oh, see,
Do
I
you
don't
see
know.
what Monty said? I believe that to be true.
I believe that to be true. Triple red said the same thing. I believe that to be true. Triple Red said she was smart to take it down. Triple Red said the same thing. I don't think a lot of people read the YouTube guidelines, and that's why they put them there. And I'll tell you, I'm for one didn't even know they had changed how to view the chat until a sub of mine told me, because I don't always read that shit when it comes around. I'm not that deep on YouTube. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I mean? I'm not deep. But isn't it something to a triple red if you tell people to flag other people's page or don't subscribe to them or unsubscribe? Isn't it something like that, triple red or JD, that YouTube don't allow?
Yeah,
yeah, that
yeah.
what Jay Wilson did is even against guidelines, and he
Okay.
don't know it, but his video could be reported for him telling them that. But the only people that would need to report it would be like, I'm not going to report it because it don't have nothing to do with me. But if Demetra wanted to counteract and report that video where he incited the people to come at her channel, she would be within her rights to do so.
Oh, okay. See how I get murky here, and see how it's not even
That's the
worth it,
thing.
you
That's it.
guys.
Yeah. These waters are murky because it's like I know for a fact if it was a certain content creators, they would be, it would be okay. You know what I mean? And of course there would be some naysayers because that's always the case because
Mhm,
everybody got their
mhm.
camps and everything. On the same note, I wouldn't want I wouldn't want to be made fun of, but people get made fun of outside of
Hey,
vacations on
chocolate
here.
Ben. Hey, baby smooches.
People
You
getting made
know,
fun of outside on vacation here. What's the big difference between this and what people were doing when you, Jay Dunn, went down to Florida? That wasn't Sean Bradley's footage and everything. That was y'all getting together and taking your own footage and everything. No, it wasn't done under covert. You understand what I'm saying? But you came back, everybody had to talk about your booty for however many days we was talking about your booty. You
mhm.
understand
And
what I'm
I
saying?
agree. I agree with that, which is why I think that just Andrea is a crying, stuttering hypocrite because as long as she was under the tutelage in my corny voice of QB and Five Babe, she thought it was acceptable for my ass, my whole ass, to be have pictures of. But now people done took pictures of her ass and her Flintstone feet, and now she crying.
Mm. Well, I think if you don't want to see, you know what? This is just me, you guys. I would, and everybody knows this. I don't have to keep repeating it. Diva I and Qua and BB Nice went on vacation. You never did know who was going with us, and I told them I will not be doing anything on YouTube because your private life, even though this we are entangling this YouTube life, this social life, with our private life, some people go too far. You should be entitled to go on vacation, enjoy yourself. You could go around butt ass naked. It ain't nobody business because you grown. You are grown. You do what you want. Everything is not for content. So when you come out here and you do certain things, you reap what you sow. Hey, if
And it,
they do
sorry.
if they do anything about it, if they dox somebody, I'm not a doxer. I don't agree with the doxing. Don't get me wrong, but if you laugh a lot, can you pin a link? I don't know. Pin what link? I don't know, Triple. You know I don't know much about this. Don't try to stun on me. But listen, so if things happen to people and there's repercussions or people channels get taken down, demonetized or flat, that's on them. That's the game you play when you're on YouTube Street. Don't act like we don't know the game over here. It gets grimy, nasty, and downright low. And you play the game. You in there, so play the game. Go, Lady T.
No, but it's kind of messed up because
Nah,
you
no.
do want to have these experiences with people that been kicking it for the past 4 or 5 years. You understand what I'm saying? Even though it's virtual relationships and stuff like that. Damn if we don't, it's a little dysfunctional family over here. You do want to meet some of these people or whatever. You know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
it's just messed up,
Mm-hmm.
I
Well,
think this really truly boils down to the main thing within this sector, and it is truly a fact. Don't mess with people, and people won't mess with you. And the
exactly.
unfortunate part is the mole knew that she was dealing with these sector people, yet the mole went on there to purposely mess with people. And now that she messed with people and got whatever footage that she needed to get, now she can't cry wolf because now the people about to mess with her. Because she wouldn't have to worry about anybody messing with her or doxing her or retaliating if she wouldn't have came on that boat messing with them.
Damn, don't dox the lady though. I feel what you're saying, Tisa. You know what? And let me make sure I make this as clear as possible. I am never, ever promoting doxing. That's the risk you take when you come on these YouTube streets. And I'll say this because I've said it 1,000 times. I have heard content creators say when new people hit the beef sector, they have doxed them from the moment that they hit there and became a YouTube content creator. They have already doxed us. I told y'all I've been doxed. So I already know how the game go. So if you come down here, or I'm telling you, you play stupid game, you get stupid prizes. I don't think nothing is worth me entangling my real life into. My vacation. Okay, so it was a picture taken on my vacation, and I'm not gonna say by who. It could have been Diva, it could have been myself. I asked Diva, don't put pictures up of me. Be nice, ask. So if you tell somebody, don't put pictures up, don't put pictures up of them. These people didn't have the option to say, hey, listen, Mole, don't put my picture out there. They're not flattering. This mole took it upon themselves to put their pictures out there for humiliation and shame, and so whatever happens, and I hate to say that, happens, and I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna leave it. If I don't want the person to get doxxed because I don't promote doxing, but that's the chance we take when we hear, right, T and JD?
It does go down like that.
Sad.
Like
It's
sector
sad.
this sector has like unwritten rules
Yeah.
to this
Yeah.
game, and and I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm oblivious to it.
We already
It's
know
just,
how they do.
yeah, but it's D, and I'm just like I don't want her. She was just trying to have a good time, and it didn't. Is turning into whatever it's turning into. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah. I mean, we
But
we
no, Demetra is fine having a good time. We already know her name. Ain't nobody trying to
oh
dox Demetra.
no shit.
hmm
It's the mole that they after,
yeah, I
not
know.
me. Cause the
No,
mole ain't do nothing to me.
I'm talking about in terms of the channel and all that other stuff.
Yeah, no, I don't think they should take the Mitra channel. I don't think, I wouldn't think that that's fair to her. She could create content just like everybody else. However, people feel as though that was her content was not in their favor, and they feel some type of way. And I don't know how well liked she is. From what I remember, she's not well liked sometimes. And so this is the repercussions. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
We
because
can talk
Chocolate Bay
about
just said it in the chat.
what they say. Who said it?
Chocolate Bay, he just said it's selective due to the content creators'
Oh
popularity.
yeah. If it
Triple
was
X
someone
wants
else, it
to,
probably wouldn't happen.
Triple Red wants
Uh,
to
But he wants to
yeah, he
link.
been wanting the link.
Oh, I thought
That's
he
why he was
told me.
telling you to pin the link. He was telling you to
Oh
pin the
my
link because he
gosh.
wanted it.
Guess what I thought he was trying to tell me to do? That's why I said, don't be stunting on me. I thought he wanted me to pin my link, y'all. How do you pin the link?
Well, you drop the link and then you go to YouTube through your other device and you could
Oh,
pin it in your chat.
I ain't doing all that. Triple Red, come on,
Right.
baby. I
Just
ain't doing
just
all
drop
that.
it. Just drop it for him.
I dropped it. I didn't know that's what he was talking about. No wonder him and Taylor was laughing. I said, don't be trying to stun on me because he know I ain't all this tech savvy. So I thought he was telling me to pin the link where people could come on instead of me keep dropping it. But he know I don't know how to do all that stuff. So I think it's the nature. You right, T Lounge, two sides to a
I
coin.
think you sharing the wrong link. That ain't the right link, Mz.Teavalocity.
To your video, I need StreamYard link. I did know. I'm so fucking confused. I don't
It's
know
all
how I
right.
shared that video. Is this it now? How did you get up here, JD and T? Y'all hit the same link.
No, you copied and pasted something else after you got the link copy. You just put it in just now.
You sharing the link to
And
your
Miss T Velocity, how I got up here, you know I'm the mole in everybody chat. If
shit.
it's a
You right.
link, I'm gonna be able to
You
find it.
see me more coming in with your little investigative eye patch and your notepad. You're letting
Oh,
everybody
yeah,
know
with your
exactly
notepad. Yeah.
what
I
to do.
I tell you, I want everybody. It was people who really enjoyed themselves, and for whatever reason, people was being petty. They was being petty for whatever reason. This stuff is happening. It's happening for me. Everything is not content. Like I said, long time ago, I done had my squabble in these streets. Let me make sure that's Triple. He probably come to Trip. Trip.
I'm here. I'm here.
Oh,
What
baby.
you got to drink tonight? I don't know what you got.
Nothing. It's my vital water. I don't drink
Your
regular
Vita water?
vital water.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm drinking my mushroom tea.
So Trip, what you think about all this
Hey
crazy stuff?
Triple.
Hey, oh
Hey,
yeah, sorry I didn't even
well,
speak to y'all. Hey, Jadon. Hey, Lady T.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. How are you?
what is
Good.
always selective. You right, Fem New York. Nor. Go ahead. What
I
you
just came up. Well, I was just coming up really quick because when I said in the chat, it's a good thing she took the video down.
mhm.
One of the examples of things you're not supposed to do on YouTube, it says repeatedly showing pictures of someone and then making statements like, look at this creature's teeth. They're disgusting,
Oh,
with similar commentary targeting intrinsic attributes throughout the video. So, yeah, so you
oh.
definitely can get your page snatched for stuff like that.
And people work hard for their page. And I know we think a lot of this stuff is fun and games and it's commentary, you know. But however, to me, when you're trying to do something maliciously and you try to humiliate people, I don't find that all to be great commentary, you know.
So did we
It's
have all this
rude.
commentary when Bree was coming out the chicken spot with her?
Yes, they did.
No, no,
They
no, no. Were people trying to take the page? Were people talking about how disgusting it was and all that type of stuff? Was it to this degree, or does it depend on whether or not they like the person?
we
Because
just
Well,
said that.
I believe at that particular time,
Hold it down, Trip. Hold it
Brianna
down.
wasn't interested in taking a page. They wanted to figure out who in the hell followed her. That was
right,
back then. It was a bigger fish to fry. Who in the hell followed you, and did they follow you to your house?
right.
And I think in this instance, I don't know if I'm loud enough. Let me know if I'm too low or whatever. In this instance too, it's kind of like the content creators are trying to protect, I guess, in a way, their subbies because some of those people were subscribers, right? Or no?
When she was doing the making fun of people thing, those weren't subscribers.
They were all random people.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So in that case, then yeah, I don't know.
It just like what be bugging me out is what Kwani just said and what Femme Noir said. It's the selective outrage, and sometimes it it takes someone doing a comparison to when their favorite content creator might have done the same thing for people to kind of, and then still they're going to try to find, oh, well, no, it was different because, and and it's like, listen, either we're going to let everyone rock and do the content the way everybody's been doing the content on here all this time, or we're going to have these rules and regulations come into play every time somebody acts a fool. The thing that's bugging me out the most is the fact that people are sitting here talking about bullying when this is what the sector is pretty much based on. Hello? Oh, y'all
I'm
on?
here. And no, I'm here. And see, T Lounge, I get your argument. But this is also the reason why there is power in doxing. Demetra should not be falsely prosecuted for the actions of an unknown mole. Nobody should be going after Demetra for doing simple commentary when Demetra was not the person who followed them around on that boat. And that's the reason why the power of doxing is a wonderful thing. Because once the doxing happens, the people can lay blame on the person that it truly belongs to. And they won't be bothering Demetra. In my opinion, they shouldn't because she was doing commentary. But there was somebody who followed them around, and that's a fact. And the people have every right to know who in the hell that was, so that way they don't need to bother Demetra for doing her commentary. They can go directly to the source.
So you saying, am I on? So you saying JD, and I don't think it should be any consequences either for Demetra, to be honest with you. She's not my favorite. I'm not her favorite, but fair is fair. However, we all know how they do down here. We know what this YouTube is about. And so if you allow somebody on your platform, like, have y'all heard this before? If you get up on a platform, you are open for anything when you jump up on people's platform. This is their beliefs over here. Now, and there's also their beliefs. You like who you like and you don't like who you like, and if you're not a favorite over here, then shit, of course you get selective outrage, but things can really happen. And maybe, I understand where T Lounge is coming from. She's more in tune with, well, I don't think they should really bother Demetra because she wasn't the one who took the pictures or followed them. Is that what you're saying? However, she was the one who put it on YouTube. And that's why I think she's going to get backlash, or she's gotten backlash. I don't know. Is that safe to say, TRX?
Say the backlash part again.
I said, even though she wasn't the one who followed the people and took the pictures, she's the one who put it on her platform. So that's why I think she's getting the backlash.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think it's part of that, putting her on the page, but also, she's been going around saying that she's got the best mole. So I think that it's like a combination of it. But I think honestly, it dials down to, like you said, there is selective outrage, and there is going to be people who are gonna pick up after her or go after her just because they're like, that's my people. Even if it wasn't the subscribers in the first video, I know the second video was like particularly club chat, right? So yeah, so I could see why they're getting a bit of an uprising, but I think it also comes down to the main topic that I at least see people are saying, like, are the subscribers going to feel like they can't go to these public events?
Yeah.
Because of these type of situations, and they seen the beef sector, they see how it rocks, and it's going to happen. The only way you're going to be protected fully is if you go to a private event.
Damn, I think the reason they coming after her is because it was supposed to be her mole. My thoughts, yeah, I think that's what it is. That's why again, this is not saying she did anything wrong per se. I'm going to put this and I'm going to emphasize it. However, just like this person said, it was her mole. She put the video up. Those people feel as though that she went forward humiliating them or making mock of them or however, and that's why she's getting to the brunt of it. You just because you a channel like I sit up here, right, and I always say to y'all, I have a certain decorum here. So if I allow you, Lady T Lounge, to start cussing out Chocolate Bay, calling him all kinds of names and stuff, hey, I should get the backlash because I allowed it on my platform. I have control of this. I don't have control of you, per se as an adult, but I have control to allow you to keep bashing him. You know what I mean? And y'all going back and forth. It's the same thing.
I get it. But I think that this is the thing, right? And this is where, like Monty said, is the irony or whatever. And it really is just selective outrage. And we could like cut it with, oh, it's a mole, whatever. Because Demetra, with all of her talent and all her creativity, with all of her talent and all her creativity, could have waited till everybody came back with their footage and zoomed in and clipped and did just like all of the channels that we appreciate. Like the Stop Lying TVs and the Henny Wises, because we appreciate those channels because we don't have to sit through 5-hour lives. You understand what I'm saying? She could have came in, zoomed in on the feet, and did the same commentary without the mole. And then where would we be? Was the problem with the fact like it's and would it have been any different than anybody else, any other content creators on here who wanted to talk about the vacation? Because that's what everybody was prepared to do anyway. Oh, they want to come on here. Oh, they were going to get the bad angles. Oh, they were going to go in on the ashy feet and the big feet and the guts and the butts and all of that stuff. That was going to happen on way
but it
more.
didn't happen, baby. Think about it.
On way more than Demetra's channel, because she beat.
But it didn't happen to you. It only happened on her
beat people to the punch. Because she beat people to the punch, and because she beat to the punch, they spun the narrative.
So you think they mad because she beat them to the punch?
Oh yes, absolutely.
Or do you think? Okay, so if that's the case, I get you, baby. I hear what you're saying. But nobody else came on and did those things. So you think they was gonna do
it? Because as soon as she did it, now they have something to get away, like as if they're above reproach, or as if they have not done the same thing themselves, as if they weren't sitting up on their platform with indigenous t-shirts on, and as if we didn't see Bree getting her chicken snacks, and as if we didn't see all of the things, or Jay Dunn's butt, and the list goes on and on and on and on. Mother in drag, and all the things that we've seen. People, then they clip in on his feet one time. Okay, so what do we like? Really, like I'm sitting back. It's not even so much about I would say this about anybody. Like, what are we talking about?
Right.
And then people come in like with their defenses and everything on the debate team, and it's like, yeah, I hear what you're saying, but this is why I believe in a two sides to a coin. Because what are we talking about here?
Okay, so nobody came in with no debate team, baby.
No, I'm just saying. I
caught that nobody came with a debate team. Now, baby, we ain't listen.
No,
I think she's talking about in general, right?
In general, just in general,
yeah. Well, what I'll say to that is, when I came up here, I wasn't gonna try to discuss the right or wrong, because there's pluses and minuses on both sides. I was just mostly gonna say what the actual guideline said. Now, if she would have came up here and blocked out their faces and zoomed in, maybe discussed their clothes or whatever, you're having like a I don't know, I think you might even be able to call it like a comedic skit or something like that, then it might have been okay. I'm pretty sure you can zoom in on feet and drag people's feet because it's not their identity or anything like that. But when you get to the point of like their full faces are shown and you are there's secret photos, because I think that's even there's even like a random bullet on here, I had to find it, basically saying like you can't show people in like certain, like I think like even in bathing suits or whatever without their permission or something like that, or without them knowing that you took the photo or whatever. So it's like a bunch of little random things, but people don't really read the guidelines that deeply anyway. So they, this is a beef sector. People don't care that much. But if you wanted to be super technical and try to come for people's stuff, you really could. But I'm sorry. No, I was gonna say, but it's just not the name. It's just not how we play down here per se.
Right? They just play. But I'm
and Miss T, I gotta drop down, but I'm gonna be listening in the chat. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much, JD. It's always a pleasure to have you. Much love to you, little fella.
All right,
All
see you,
right,
J
y'all
Don.
too. Bye.
Okay, let me
Okay,
ask you a
later.
question. Andrea was the one who I think felt some kind of way. Just Andrea, if you want to, can you come up here so I can ask you just a question or two? I just want, because really, she the one, she's the one who felt some kind of way because it happened to her. Am I right, T and Triple Red?
I wait, say that again. I'm sorry.
Was she one of the people who felt some kind of way that her image was
I
used and they
believe
was
so. I
mocking
believe
her?
so. Jay, I don't know for a fact, but Jay Dunn said that she was upset.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Chocolate Babe. I was eating some sweet tarts. I'm sorry. Oh, I
Sweet
apologize.
tarts. You like
Hmm.
those?
Some little Smarties that I do. My office have them all the time. One of the
Oh,
ladies
okay,
office
okay.
had them, and I grabbed some. I'm sorry, Chocolate Babe. You could hear that. I'm just So
And
fentanyl.
remember the
Go ahead.
first night she that people are really outraged about, that started the whole ball rolling.
Mm-hmm.
Those were random people on the boat.
Oh, okay.
And she kept the other commentary to the content creators if she was going like,
Mm-hmm.
and it really wasn't malicious. You would have to see the video. The second night it was like, okay, y'all talking all that cash money ish, I'm gonna let y'all have it. And she let
Oh.
Sub Chat have it.
Oh, Kwani saying just Andrea was disappointed in her. She normally come up here.
Mhm.
I don't know why I thought I saw her in there. Maybe she doing that. She doing something. I only had a small pack, y'all, of the YouTube of the Smarties. I just say, hopefully, we all will learn a lesson from some of this because they are snatching channels and they demonetizing people. YouTube is getting real strict. You
Yeah.
know,
Mhm.
and we need to be very careful of what we put out here because there are a lot of content creators on here that's very talented in what they do, to include Demetra, to include
Mhm.
Demetra, to
Mhm.
include a lot of content creators. And I don't think you should risk your channel because you have to start all over. And getting, what is it, 1,000 people is not that easy unless you well liked here. Now I seen Pizarro knock down 1,000 or more. I saw BS knock down 1,000 or more. So I've seen Triple Red got his. I think when he first, no, I'm thinking about something else. When he came back live, a lot of people joined his membership. But however, it's not easy, and I don't think that if it's getting so grimy down here, I don't think you should put your channel at risk. Like I would have
Well,
never, me personally, I wouldn't have never posted a picture of someone with their nipple hanging out because I know that your channel could be taken for nudity. But some people did it. Now I don't know if somebody would report it or whatever, but I do know a lot of channels are being snatched and demonetized. We know that.
Um
oh,
I'm looking at Kwani's comment,
What
right?
she say? Let me see.
Kwani,
Okay.
right. But this is the
Yeah,
thing.
I didn't
Who
watch it.
what
well,
content
wait.
creator has to ask? What
I
content
didn't
creator
watch
has
it.
to ask? If the content creator could have put up a picture, right? And I've seen this, we've all seen this. A content creator could put up a picture and not say one bad thing about the person in the picture.
It's
And
very
baby, that
hard.
chat goes in. I sat there and watched Sean Bradley do the same thing that Demetra did. He had some random person off the boat. He called her dense, gave her a nickname and everything. And then the chat began to say all
Mhm.
kinds of things, talking about her. She could like boiled chicken or baked chicken and all sorts of stuff. And he was pinning the comments onto the screen so that everybody could see and laugh. So it's just this is what I mean by the selective outrage. Like that's the part that kind of just goes like, oh, okay, all
So
right.
do you feel like let's just pretend like we're back in the beginning of time and she was the first person ever to do this. Would you think she was right or wrong?
Hmm. I would probably have a different perspective. But we're in Rome.
Right, right. I was just asking. The only
That
reason I
you
asked
just
that is
said
because I
that?
know you use that as an argument of
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
they've
yeah.
done
No,
it
I
before,
me.
so
It's
why
me.
can't she do it? So
Yes.
yeah, if you use it
Yeah.
using that, yeah, you're fine.
Mhm.
And if we go back to the rules based on what Kwani said, because I think she said, what did she say? Like, if they're big or so, what did she gotta say? Like, are they busted or not? Was that what she said?
She was saying if they had natural, if it was not, it wasn't busted. It was did you think that it was surgery or they was born that way? Now, the
No.
way
When
she
she was
worded it,
saying,
I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
okay, okay,
when we was voting and everything, it was bad built was like, do you think they was born like that? They just bad built on their own, or did they get surgery to become bad built? Yeah.
yeah. And so one of their things is repeatedly encouraging abusive audience behavior. So that's another one
Right.
that can get you popped. So yeah, it's a lot of little things. Like if you show a
Yeah.
photo and you don't say nothing and you pin in comments and stuff, that's like a little sneaky way to get around it. But when you purposely ask them to answer that, then that's when you getting across the
Oh, then
line.
you get into
But I'm
some.
not saying but I'm just saying for the rule's sake. But
No,
if we
I hear
ignore
you.
the rules, if we talking about like in beef sectors thing, then yeah, people have done it all the time.
Yeah, but I hear you. It was a bit different. There's that, sometimes it's put a 1 in the chat if you think this person is la da 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 da, right? Put a 2 in the chat if you think this person is da 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 da.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Right.
Hey, Andrea.
Hey, Andrea, what's up?
Okay. That's my only time answering some questions, Mz.Teavalocity, because
Okay, this is just cool.
So let me just tell you how I feel. Okay, so
That's what you do.
Okay,
Go,
so
go.
I have been on vacation with plenty of YouTubers. This ain't my first time going on vacation with YouTubers. I went to Vegas with my group called Battle of the Sexes. I went to Vegas just in July with my group, with Chef Shapino group. I went to North Carolina to meet TC. So this ain't, and I went to we meet Club Chat. So this ain't my first time hanging out with YouTubers. Okay, I have been doing it. I've been plenty of places with them. Okay, so number one, I went on a cruise. I wanted to do that, but were my feet swollen because I left my blood pressure medicine at home? That was the only thing that bothered me. Okay. But when I go on vacation with my YouTube friends, see, we all have a mutual respect for each other. Okay. My girlfriend, who's a YouTuber named Green Vegan, she's a professional photographer. We take pictures of each other all the time. And the rule is, if you don't like the picture, we'll erase it and do another picture. That's a simple, common courtesy to each other. We film all the time, but it's some things we don't show because we don't want everybody to know what we're doing on vacation. So the right of privacy, we all have that common goal. We in our 40s and our 50s, and we respect each other. That's how we get down, because that's why I still go kick it with them. And I'm going to continue to kick it with these people because they respect each other's privacy. Now, did I like somebody taking pictures that I wasn't aware who was filming me? No, I think that's rude and disrespectful. If you want to film me, fucking come and ask me. I don't have a problem with that. But somebody's secretly on a boat with me and I don't know who the fuck it is, I have a problem with that. And it's my God-given right to say how I fucking feel. So I'm gonna say how I felt. I got to go to work tonight and I have a migraine. That's all I got to say. So thank you, Mz.Teavalocity.
Andrea, thank you for coming up, baby. And just Andrea, go to her page. She's having a giveaway for outfits that they never been worn. They nice outfits that she decided to give away because she didn't take on the cruise. Yeah, I apologize.
It's not an apology for nothing. It's not an apology. I don't expect, and this is how I fucking really feel. If you wanted to know what the fuck happened on this cruise, you should have fucking been there. If you want to know what happened when Andrea go on vacation with YouTubers, if you wasn't fucking there, obviously you weren't important. See, I go on vacation with YouTubers all the time. All the time. Right, it ain't nothing new for me. I'm true to this game. I do it all the time. But the thing is, the one thing we don't even have to have a conversation. We all respect each other as human beings and as YouTubers, not to show each other in bad lights. And let me tell you something. I don't been on vacation. Have drama happen? But the problem is, we ain't never told it.
Yeah, and put it on YouTube.
We don't put it on YouTube because we got respect for each other. We have a respect, and I'm gonna kick it with these people. I'm gonna kick it with these people again because they have respect for me. I have respect for them. So what happens in Vegas, what happens in North Carolina, stays in the vacation where we at. Even if it's some drama, we ain't gonna come and talk about it. That's why you don't hear nothing about my friends coming on YouTube talking about what happened on the vacation with Andrea, because we don't talk about it. It's a common courtesy. This is why we keep on hanging out with each other. This is why we keep on going on vacation with each other. And
I
most
know you still up there.
and most of the YouTubers that I hang out with, their events are private because this is the reason why we don't do it.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah,
the first group that I went with, a Battle of the Sexes, we all had the conversation. What happens in Vegas stayed in Vegas. Nobody coming on YouTube. And the reason I told them that, because I know the people from the big sector. So they're not from the big sector. These are other people I met on YouTube. There's not from the big sector. And I told them this kind of shit happens. So whatever would happen in Vegas, we all made a pact. We've been in with Vegas 3 years ago. They ain't never told what happened. That's how we are.
Mm-hmm.
And I respect
one thing about YouTube, baby. This is what they do down here in the beef sector. So we
Yeah.
all familiar with what they do. But you do have a right to privacy. And to me, that's creepy, that's weird, that's a violation for you to take pictures of me and I'm not aware of it, and then for you to bring it back to a sector that you know is messy as hell.
Right.
And then you exploiting me on the YouTube and trying to, be malicious. I would have a problem with that too, baby.
I'm not crying about it. I'm not crying about it. I have a
You're
chance.
upset. You got a right to be upset.
I had the right to say how I felt. And that's it. That's all. But I'ma still go on vacation. I'ma still hang out with some YouTubers because we already planning. I'ma still do it. It's just the people that I do hang out with from now on, that the vacation will be fucking private.
And limited, yeah.
Limited to who I hang out with. Because it's just and the people that I went on vacation with, when they heard what happened, then I told you there are other YouTubers in other sections. They didn't like that shit either. And now it looks bad on the big sector because other content creators who are not in the big sector knows what happened to Just Andrea. Because I'm friends with other YouTubers who are not in the big sector.
Well, let me be a little devil's advocate here, though. Andrea, sure. We know that you went and you hang out with Sean Bradley, right? And we know you like Sean Bradley and everything. So do you think that people could have felt some kind of way that y'all went on the cruise to be, quote, petty?
Sean is a grown man. He could do what the hell
he wants.
Okay,
let's answer the question in the honest way.
But Andrea,
hold on. Can I finish, Andrea?
Go ahead.
Because I want you to answer the question. I don't want you to beat around there. Do you think that you was part of a what they call, quote, petty operation group? Did you feel some kind of way?
Did I feel some kind of way? What? I was with Jay Wilson. That's the group I went with. I went with Jay Wilson group. That's the group I went with.
Oh, you went with Jay Wilson's. Oh, yes. I'm sorry, baby.
I was on Juicycation. I was on Juicycation.
Oh, you was on Juicycation.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Jay Wilson's group. I booked with Jay Wilson's group. The only thing different is I had my own T-shirt made with my own name of my channel. That's what T-shirt I had.
Get the girl straight. See, I told you
I booked with Jay Wilson. Okay, Demeter asked me to go with her, and we booked with Jay Wilson. Period.com. I hung out with Jay Wilson. We did things with Jay Wilson.
Oh, okay, baby. I
see Sean them on a trip. Yes, I did. I seen them on a trip. I seen them when they got there. I was surprised, just like everybody else was. So it is what it is. I'm not complaining about it.
Okay.
I let my people know. I let the people know that I kick it with what happened. And now it looks bad. Other content creators who are not a part of the beef sector, they're gonna let them other people know this is what happens.
Okay, thank you, Kwani. Everybody's corrected me. I told y'all I don't know the full story. That's why I'm not really saying about that part. I don't know who went who, but I know you cool with Sean, and I think you have been on vacation with Sean. Am I wrong?
Yes, I went to Orlando.
Okay. So that's why I thought, baby, that's why I thought you had one with Sean, because I know
I booked with Jay Wilson. I booked with Juicycation. That's what I went with.
Thank you. Everybody corrected me. Y'all don't beat the sister up. Shit, she told you she don't know all of the story. But it's still a valid question. Well, yeah, it's still a valid question. Do you know? Because to me, and it's just me, to me, anybody who went on there to do any ill will towards Jay Wilson or to be petty, I think that was a petty move. I think that's weird. That's crazy. But again, the trip was open to everybody.
Yes, it was an open trip. Most of my
open trip.
I go with my other YouTube friends. We only they're private. Nobody else don't go with us.
Oh, okay.
So we don't. So we
No,
know.
no.
Yes.
Let me straighten Fem Noir out. I tell you, Fem Noir, I think you heard me say several times that I had apologized and I asked her a question because I thought she was part of another group. She corrected me. Not only did she correct me, but other people in the chat. So you see how people blur the lines? I didn't intentionally blur shit. I made an honest mistake and I corrected it because you all corrected it. Okay, Fem, don't start, girlie. Don't start. Go ahead.
Yeah. So I mean, most of my trips are we do private trips, and
Okay.
this is the first time I ever went when one was open.
Okay. Do
So
you think that perhaps with the trip being open, this allows some of this craziness to come be entered into it?
yes, I do. I do think that I
Would
do
you-
think that I do understand that, and it look look we all gotta try once, you won't get me again. So it's all good because
Okay.
it wasn't private. So I went in there, and my other friends who are YouTubers but are not in the beat sector warned me
Mhm,
this was going to
mhm.
happen. They told me this. I didn't think
Oh, really?
they told me, and I did not think it was going to be my friend Chef Pino
Wow.
told me this, and I did not think it was going to be that big a deal. But he told me, he warned me a couple of days before I went on this cruise because he did know I was going on this cruise. Most of my friends knew I was going, so he warned me. I didn't think it was a big deal, but it is. Like I told him, it happened. Most of my trips are going to be private, like with my other friends, and so it's okay. One time is enough for Andrea. Second time won't be. And I will only do private, and that's fine. I'm okay with that because I'm gonna continue to hang out with my other
Mhm.
YouTube friends.
Who
I
you like? Who you
I
like?
like I
Okay.
like
Okay. Fem, you know you've been watching me, I think, long enough. You know sometimes I make mistakes, baby. I thought you was talking about me. That's why I had to let loose because I don't want people to think I'm being real messy or saying something or no blurred lines. I can't go from chat to chat. Thank you, baby. I can't go from chat to chat and watch all these videos. I honestly thought that she went I thought she went with Sean Bradley because I know she had been somewhere with him before, and I know he goes on a lot of trips. So that's why I thought she went with them. Okay.
it
Well,
was Juicycation. And shout out
oh,
to Vivian because Vivian pretty much helped me. I wasn't gonna be able to go on a trip because I didn't have my birth certificate, and Vivian helped me get my birth certificate, and just in case that I was gonna miss this trip, and so shout out to her for helping me because she coordinated this situation, and I pretty much respected her for helping me get my my birth certificate.
Well, we live or learn. I tell you what it does for me. I'm a really private person, but it puts a damper on me even wanting to do a meet and greet because everybody, hold on, y'all, me and them damn sweethearts, because everybody are not your fans who sit in the front seat. Ain't that they have everybody don't like you, and you have some sick, sorry, low life asses who will spend their time and their money. Lady T, you still up here to go on a vacation to film bad footage or to film footage?
Oh, you saying this is one time where I should probably exit because you're getting ready to go in?
No, 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 baby. No, I'm just saying it's sad that this couldn't have just been a nice vacation and it could have been just that. The sick thing about it is whoever it is, and this is not directed towards Demetri because other people said they have moles and stuff too, and people was. I think that to me, you put a damper on people wanting to do a meet and greet because you never know who's really there for you or who's there against you and who's there just to take pictures to bring back to YouTube because they so fucking invested in this YouTube. That makes me sick, y'all. I hate the way people are really so invested in that they would do all that. But it puts a damper on people wanting to go places with other people or to meet people because they never know what it
I'm
comes
gonna
to.
be honest. I'm already planning my birthday. We going to Mardi Gras. I got YouTube friends. We all gonna meet out there.
Don't say too much.
It's not, it don't put a damper on it. I know who all I invited. It don't put a damper on. I cannot wait to hang out with these people. It don't put a damper on me. I'ma still do it.
You mind if I come?
Sure.
Okay, I want to go to Mardi Gras. I might come, baby.
Sure.
like that.
I know who all I invited. They got a personal invitation from me. I got their phone numbers. So I know who, and I know these people. I have been on vacation. These are YouTubers, and I have been on vacation with these people. So I know how they get down. And so I can't wait to celebrate my birthday with them. And so but I'm not gonna on that vacation, I did not I had my phone, but I did not film anything because I was on vacation.
Well,
That's how
I told you we took unflattering pictures too, and we were asked not to show them. I asked Diva, please, Diva, do not put these pictures on you. Don't
Yes.
say nothing. Remove, be
Yes.
nice, y'all. Don't put this. Don't even put me on YouTube. Because
Yeah.
I just try to keep my private life private, and I want us to vacation and feel very comfortable. If I ever took anyone somewhere with me or I invited them somewhere, I want them to always be comfortable and have a good time. And if you thinking every time you turn around somebody going live on YouTube and that's just not your judge or whatever is not your thing, I'm gonna go old school, is not your thing, then I wouldn't want to do it. I would ask that they wouldn't do it.
Yes, I have friends. I have friends who are not YouTubers, and and best friends of mine. They don't, when we go out, we don't want to be on camera. I respect their
Right.
privacy. And
Right.
because I'm a YouTuber, don't mean that all my friends want to be on camera. I'm okay with that. That's fine with me.
Yeah, that's true.
I want you to be, if we're hanging out together, that's why I tell in my YouTube friends, we all hanging out together. I want y'all to be comfortable, have kiki, let your hair down, fine. And you don't have to be on camera in your face, somebody taking flattering pictures of you. I don't want that. So it ain't no, or we have a conversation before we get there. We all know what the deal is. We all mutual respect for each other. And we all are parents, we all are good people, and I enjoy that kind of fellowship.
Well, I'm glad that didn't make you not want to go anywhere else because you already
Mz.Teavalocity. I am planning more trips. I'm planning more trips. So it will not deter me, but they will be private. So that's
Can I ask one question? I know you didn't want to answer a bunch. I just have one.
Yes.
Okay, I was gonna ask, were you on high alert during the cruise, or were others high alert, like because they knew it was a mole or people taking pictures? Were you like kind of on the lookout the whole time, or did you not let it worry you?
You know what the funny thing about it is? I'm looking at the ankles. I'm looking at I wasn't on high alert. That's the craziest thing is. So I'm looking like, who was I sitting by? That's why me and a couple of my friends, my other YouTube friends, would start asking me, "Well, Drea, who'd you sit by? Drea, who'd you?" I don't remember all that shit. I was halfway drunk. Okay, so what the fuck? So I'm like, I don't remember who I was sitting by. I don't remember who I talked to that much. I don't know. I had alcohol in me. Okay, so I don't know, but it wasn't it wasn't that big a deal. Like my friends was concerned, my other YouTube friends who are not in this sector, they was really upset. It bothered the fuck out of them.
Wow.
Because they was like, this is that bullshit. They was like, Dre, you don't been on vacation with us. We don't took pictures, but we don't show anybody in an unflattering way. And so it bothered them more than it bothered me when I was getting phone calls and emails, because when that shit started rolling in, people was sending me stuff. And so it didn't, I don't remember, because I'm trying to figure out who was I sitting by, what I was doing. I was drunk. I had alcohol in me. This ain't the first time I've been.
Live your life, baby.
So I'm just saying, I was drunk. I wasn't. One day I wasn't feeling well because my blood pressure. I didn't have my blood pressure medicine. So the day that shot was showed, the outfit, I didn't feel like putting on makeup. I didn't feel like doing shit because I was feeling my worst.
You're all right, baby.
So
good to me, I don't know.
Yeah. So that's
So,
the only big triple red. I don't know who was around. Somebody asked me, did I know who was around? I don't know. And I don't even have the energy to go back and try to figure out, because I was like, I don't even care. The cruise is over with, it's done. I'm on the next vacation planning. That's what I'm on the next. It happened, we moved on. I'm on the next vacation.
Right.
And that's what that's what I'm looking forward to, the next vacation.
Right. I'm glad this didn't stunt your growth.
No, this will never. I'm gonna continue to meet people. I'm gonna continue to go to private events. I'm gonna continue to do that. because I have the money. I want to do it, and I want a fellowship. I think what I learned. Don't get me wrong. I had fun with the people that I met with. I had fun with the people that I'm going to. But I'm gonna continue to keep doing it. I'm gonna continue to keep hanging out with my YouTube friends, and I'm gonna continue to have fun with them.
Good. I'm glad to hear that.
That's not gonna deter me at all. I just know the people who I pick in the group. I know who they are.
Well, let me tell you something. Diva took a picture of me from my back. She took a video. If she would have put that video on YouTube, I would have shit it. I mean, the dress was cute and stuff. You know, I got a flat ass. I'll be the first to tell you I ain't got no boom banging buddy. But however, it just wasn't a flattering picture to me. She thought it was a cute little video, you know, because the dress was nice and, you know, she just caught me walking, you know. But if somebody don't want you taking pictures, you shouldn't take pictures and post them point blank. So that alone would make me angry if someone did it. But it is what it is. I'm glad you enjoyed yourself.
Yeah,
You know,
I'm back from vacation. My kids and I was able to call my grandson. My kids was asking me, did I have a good time? And that was the best time. They wanted me to go. They know I work my ass off for them and do things for them, and they want me to hang out with people that I meet on YouTube. And they're excited for me. And so, would I do it again? Hell yeah, I would do it again. But I feel like I respect my privacy more. I would go only private events. Period.
Okay. Lady T, I want to ask you a question.
So I think Mz.Teavalocity, I'm going to leave, okay?
Okay, baby. Thank you so much, Andre. I appreciate you coming up here, but this ain't her first time coming on my platform. And then Triple Red, hang up because I'm going to ask you this question and then I'm going to wrap it up. Anybody could come. Lady T, what if this was you? What if that would have happened to you? Tell me how you would have felt.
It would have never happened to me.
Why?
I'm not going on a publicly publicized trip with a polarizing character and expecting not to have unflattering pictures come back on YouTube. That's just me.
Oh, okay. Triple Red, what about you?
Well, if we just go to the question, like, you know, how I would feel, I would be pissed off because, like, it would depend on how bad the picture was. Let's just say I was in like a really bad pose, or I was doing something really stupid, or I was drunk and was laying on the ground doing some crazy ish. You know how Tracy would sleep on that sidewalk, you know, stuff like that. I would have been pissed. Like, I would have definitely went on a bit of a witch hunt. But if it was just something like something stupid, you know, like you know, a dumb little picture, you know, it's a beauty sector, whatever, I wouldn't care. So it really would matter about the severity of the image, I think.
Well,
for me,
let me tell you how I feel. I feel as though that anyone who picture made it to anyone's platform, we're not to no one particular, and they didn't invite them to take pictures of them, whether they was flattering or not. If you know, to me, that's some type of a violation of my privacy. I'm out here, I'm at an event, whether the event was public or private, but I'm at an event and you're just snapping pictures of me, and then you're gonna post them on YouTube. And this anybody, baby. This not just Demetra. Post them on YouTube for people to make mock of me. I would feel very violated. That's me. You know, I would feel violated. I don't give a damn if it was a picture of me, you know, and perhaps my wig was lopsided or my wig wasn't glued down, or I was in the pool naked or half-ass naked. You don't have right to take pictures of me. But again, it's not a violation when it comes to public pictures. You at will to take them. But to me, I would feel violated if I was on vacation having fun and someone put pictures of me and posted them on YouTube and people made mock of it. That's period, point blank. I don't care where it came from.
And the thing about it is, yes, you know, I've like a lot of people have been violated on this platform. They could take stills, you know, they could take stills of you in a live and go there with you, you know. The thing about it is, you know, the ladies that I've connected with on here, like I said, I've met with YouTubers, and the pictures that we took are not up on YouTube. We just had like a real moment in real life. It didn't have to be broadcasted or anything like that. You understand? And you know, and I knew that that's how it would go when I met up with that person. It was too many variables
Mhm.
in that situation for me. You know what I mean? To where when it was being advertised, I had the money, could have, I had the money. I could have
Mhm.
literally been there, and I was just
Mhm.
like, it's too many variables. I know how what this sector gives. I can't, because I don't want to be in that position. And so I'm not blaming just Andre, because the thing about it
Mhm.
is she had several occasions where she went with a polarizer figure
Yeah.
on a trip with YouTubers, and it did not go that way.
Right.
So she was, going with her experiences and everything when she made her decision. I get that. She saw the previous event with
Mhm.
Jay Wilson
Mhm.
and in Antonio or whatever. So
Mhm.
well, there were some things that happened there too. Let me
I I tell you this, I'm gonna get ready to get off here.
Yeah,
I
let me.
tell you this, Triple Red, I always appreciate you coming up, Lady T, you as well. And I think you gonna I hear where you was coming from. I don't want you to think that this was directed towards Demetra. This was directed towards the mole.
No, I get it. I get it. The thing about it is,
Unfortunately,
I go where I want to go.
okay,
You and
baby.
Demetri got y'all situation or whatever. I
Exactly.
like both of y'all. I'm coming to both of y'all panels, and I'm gonna
Yeah.
say what I truly feel, and what I've said isn't really all that different than what it's
Yeah.
not about Demetrius. What I'm trying to say, I
Okay.
would probably say this. Period. There was just
Yeah.
certain the situation
Hmm.
was adding up to stuff like this, whether it was her or somebody
Hmm.
else, in my opinion.
And I
All right,
just
wait. Let
and
me drop real quick. I got to drop. I
okay,
just didn't want to cut
drop,
y'all off, but yeah.
drop.
Okay.
All
Much
right.
love to you, Triple Red.
Yeah.
Thank you so
Thanks
much.
for having me as
And
always.
you're
Nice
welcome.
speaking with you both.
Thank you.
All right,
And
See you
later.
here's
later.
and here's the real deal. See, I don't play these fucking games. If
Mm-hmm.
somebody came in my space that I don't, and this just me, and I'm gonna end on this note, and people can say what they want. I'm pretty even killed. I'm smooth and all that, but I am a Jersey girl, and I don't trust very much many people.
Mm-hmm.
But if I was
Mm-hmm.
having a event, first of all, I wouldn't open it to the public. But even if I did open it to the public, and somebody I had a beef with and done as many things have been done to some of these people here, I think I would have still been in fighting mode. See, because when you dox my family, mess with my family, or mess
Mm-hmm.
with my job, mess with my livelihood, you in my real life, and real life repercussions happen, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So I wouldn't, thank you, Q. I appreciate you as always stopping by, baby. I wouldn't have played that game. And that's why I think you guys think is innocent when one content creator just thought it would be nice if him and his crew show up when you have a problem with the other content creator. See, in my circle, we just don't play games like that. I would never have an open event like
Right.
that. I would always do it private because that's just me. My real life means so much to me, and I keep my real life my private life. That's what it is. It's my private life. And I have real friends. This lets me know that some of these people that have all this time on their hand and have money and do foolish things really don't have real lives. They don't have friends in real lives. That's the
The
truth. They
things to
don't
things
have
to
friends
protect it.
in real
Mm-hmm.
lives because no way you would spend your money or your time to do some stupid, weird shit like this. And this is just coming from Mz.Teavalocity. Suck it up or you don't. Again, I told my own lie. I do my own thing. I think that even with Sean Bradley going, and he could say what he want, even with him going to be petty, I thought that was some weird shit. You
Mm-hmm.
travel so much, you have so many friends, y'all travel. What was the necessity for you to go on this man's trip? And like I said,
Because
y'all
that
had
because
bad
he
blood.
said on several occasions, if y'all want to know
Uh,
what's going on, get on the boat, come on the trip. Da 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 da.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
just don't play like that, baby. Once you cross me, you kind of cross me. I always tell people you could nick me and it's cool. I don't have my roundabouts with people here that I'm okay with now, but then some of them have cut me so deep you can't fuck with me. Period. You'll never be able to sit with me because I still harbor that feeling that you made the way you made me feel. And 9 times out of 10, it ain't gonna be sweet. Now, yes, you may say, now what do an old woman, a 60-year-old woman, you just go jump on somebody. I don't always have to do nothing. My paper works. And you know what I mean. My paper
I
works.
know exactly what you mean.
All right. That's just how I do. I ain't never got to do anything. My paper works for me. And that's just what I'm gonna end on. Anybody have anything to say? Go
Yeah, can
ahead.
I say one more thing?
Absolutely.
Just because I'm playing devil's advocate,
Sure, go ahead.
I've played devil's advocate. Understand this, and you know this already, right?
Okay.
That's not my MO. That's not how I move. That's not what I would appreciate. That's not what I enjoy. You understand what I'm saying? We in this sector, for me, I enjoyed a live over at Demetrius. Demetrius had a good live. That's how I look at it, I also
That's
look
good.
at it like,
Yeah, I'm back, Mz.Teavalocity. I
Hold
just
on.
had one other thing.
Okay, hold on. Let T finish. Go ahead, baby. Go
Okay.
ahead, baby.
so I enjoyed a live. I enjoyed a messy live on here the way that we all enjoy messy lives over here. You understand? But the reality is, when you're on vacation and you're vulnerable and you're relaxing and you're decompressing, and everybody, when they're going on vacation, you know how life be lifing. So when you get a chance to get away, it is messed up that you can't letting your hair down results in a whole bunch of other stuff. I'm not unaware of that.
Okay. All right, shoot, JD.
I'm getting ready to
So
drop down.
Thank you so much, Lady T,
Later.
for joining
Peace.
me, and thank you for expressing your opinion and your perspective. I respect you very much. Peace, Queen. Go
All
ahead,
right.
JD.
Later.
My little
Okay,
fellow.
Mz.Teavalocity, I'm not going to be long at all.
Go ahead, do you, JD?
Okay. So I want to make sure that it's very clear that if I had been on the boat, I would have been there to be up in that library. And every single time Jay Wilson came and hid up in there, I was gonna pop up from behind a bookshelf and I was gonna be like, Jay Wilson, remember when I was Jay Wilson? I was going to annoy the hell out of him. And I wish that I would have known that the library was going to be his hiding place, because I would have booked my ticket alone just to be up on that boat and be hiding up in the library. Every
Mr.
single time he brought his ass
Wilson.
up in there to hide out, I was going to pop up from behind the bookshelf.
Mr. Wilson, Dennis the Menace.
Mr. Wilson. Hey,
Oh,
Mr.
JD.
Wilson.
Every time
Sean
you say
Bradley showed up on the trip. Why are you here in the library? That's what I would have done.
that. Oh
But I
God.
just wanted to make that clear, Mz.Teavalocity.
Thank you, my love. Always a pleasure. Listen, y'all, I'm
All
just
right.
real about mine. You can't sit up here and offend me and do dirt and do harm to me, and we become friends, and you come in my space. You just can't do that. I'm not built like that. And like I said, I may not do it, but my money, my paper speaks volumes. You're not going to, do it. I don't see how these people do it every day, cuss each other out, talk about their kids and drag each other and then they friends again. But again, this video was my perspective, my opinion, and this is my page, and I say what I want. You may not like it, but I expressed how I felt about it. I thought it was weird. I thought it was kind of creepy. I thought it was fucking stupid. And unfortunately, some people don't have any other lives except YouTube, and they'll do anything to be accepted by some other people, and they even put their own self in jeopardy. I don't promote doxing. We know what goes on down here, but when you put yourself out here, you open yourself up to whatever this sector wants to do to you, to include doxing you, your mother, your dog, your socks, your uncle, your dead parent. That's what they do over here, and we're not going to change it. You don't have to join them, but we definitely not going to change them. And with that being said, I am going to get ready to get out here. I appreciate you all so very much. Please, please, please make sure you hit the like button. Again, it was my perspective, my opinion. This is my platform, and this is the way I do it. Like it or not. Make yourself whatever. Do whatever you got to do, y'all. I'm about to get out here. Anyone have anything to say? Chocolate Baby, it was so good to see you. You looking good. I'm glad that you took control of your life, my man. You look good. And I be, when you drop, you got good content. And when you drop, I'm there to support, baby. I may not always drop down, but I do support you and hit the live and keep going. Thank you, Bloated Hoe. Just who the fuck, just all kind of. But don't forget, y'all, I want y'all to know that I busted a troll using, I want 146 of y'all to know, I busted a troll, and you know who you are. Your machine went out several times on platform A, and then I was in the bushes on platform B, and your machine kept acting up. And I know who you are. I know who you are. And you're using a voice changer, and you're going around here starting shit and asking questions that you know are going to be messy to start shit with people. But I got you, baby. I got you. And don't forget, like I said, no one is protected from being doxxed. I don't care what you use. There's always a possibility to know who you are. If you're not going to play the game, don't play the game. All right. With that being said, y'all be safe. I won't see you on the streets because I don't drop down, but I'll be in the bushes sometime. But with that being said, y'all stay safe and enjoy your weekend, and I'll see you next week. Thank you to my moderators, my queens. I appreciate y'all very much. And I keep saying I'm about to get out here. I really am.